Welcome back, everybody. It is day 2 of the North American Final Tournament for Critical Ops Circuit Season 5. I'm your host, Cool Mark, joined by my co-host, Warren. And this is a very exciting set of games. So we have a lot of games to go through, Warren. A lot of exciting best of ones that we saw yesterday. Those two matches that we did see versus Elevate and Xenocide, as well as Dynamic Gaming and Underestimated. And today, we'll be seeing quite a few more games. For reference, we'll be seeing two best of threes and one best of one. We'll kind of talk a little bit about it. So Warren, why don't you kind of lead us through how do we get here, everything like that. And, I know the players or the fans want to see the games themselves, but we have to talk a little bit about how the teams get here in the first place.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Hello. This is Critical Ops Circuit Season 5 Final Tournament today, Saturday. We have in Season 5 so far had 2 qualifier tournaments open to all comers, the top 16 teams of which advanced to either main tournament number 1 or main tournament number 2. Depending on how well a team played in main tournament 1 or 2, they earned qualifying points to get us where we are today, the final tournament of Critical Ops Season 5. That is the top 4 teams that have been playing in tournaments for Circuit over the last couple months. And let's move in to see who those top 4 teams are, how many points they earned to get here.
Yeah, here we are with Underestimated, Elevate, Xenocide, and Dynamic Gaming. And fittingly enough, it's number 1 seed versus number 2 seed today, and also number 3 seed versus number 4 seed. Xenocide and Dynamic Gaming will be facing off today, as well as Underestimated and Elevate. And ironically, Underestimated, their name is Underestimated. They're the number 1 ranked team, along with Elevate. So we'll be seeing here who actually is truly number 1 ranked. They have a slight edge on that round difference, but the points scored is the same for both Underestimated and Elevate. So we'll have to see here who is able to come out on top. But like taking a look at the bracket itself, right? You want to be understanding of which teams are going to be playing when, and we'll see here Elevate North America as well as Underestimated. It's going to be our second match of the day. Our first match is going to be the consolidation round number 1. One team will be eliminated. Xenocide and Dynamic Gaming, between them, one team will be out of the final tournament after this best of 3. We will be seeing 3 total maps, or potentially 2, depending on if they can do it quickly, one of the teams. But either way, we'll be seeing that best of 1 afterwards. That's Elevate versus Underestimated. And Warren, I mean, this is going to be a very action-packed game and an action-packed day, but what are they fighting for?
Here in the final tournament, Mark, the absolute big mega grand prize for the first place winner will be $2,000 in cash, as well as a unique Circuit Season 5 champion skin. There's a unique skin that only the winners of the Circuit Season 5 final tournament will be able to obtain. Casters don't get it. Devs don't get it. Second place doesn't get it. No one but the champions. There's also credits and event cases, as well as cash prizes for every team in 2nd through 4th place. But let's take a look at that skin.
Yeah, and talking about the skins, well, it's a nice M4 skin, right? You can see the nice black, silver, and gold as well, that sheen with the new the new silencer on the M4. But I think one thing to note from this is that the fact that both Xenocide and Elevate have actually won matches in the past, and they've been able to actually get the skin from their specific season. So I think that's really interesting to see, and that maybe we'll be seeing a new winner this time around, right? Hopefully, it might be an interesting kind of battle to see who's actually able to get this skin, and we'll see as the tournament progresses. But our first game of the day is going to be that of Dynamic Gaming versus Xenocide, and it should be a great one. These teams are stacked up. They did lose their first games. This is why they're in the bottom bracket final, or the bottom bracket round 1 at least. But taking a look at these teams, they're both well-rounded. They both have had lots of firepower, and I think we'll kind of take a look here at Dynamic Gaming first.
Absolutely. Dynamic Gaming, they got 2nd place in main tournament number 1, 4th place in main tournament number 2. They are today's true underdogs, but not by much. A bit less experience, but when you look at the roster, Chris, Pretzels, Andrew, Juice, Callow, Max, Ruben, Ariat, strong players all. Chris leading the ratings with 73 maps played in that 1.39, 71% win-loss. But Pretzels, Andrew, Juice, Callow, all names we expect to see today, and all strong players. But compared to... Oh, sorry, Mark. Yes.
Well, I mean, that being said, you can see the maps won versus maps lost. 16 maps won versus 24 maps lost. Dynamic Gamer are some of the top 4 teams in North America, but that's really interesting. The fact that they have one of the negative win-loss ratios, right, compared to a lot of other teams who are in this top 4, who generally have a more positive map win-loss ratio. So Dynamic Gaming, it seems like their team play has been able to carry them a little bit more. Maybe they're not as, firepower star-studded because their ratings are also, a little bit different compared to that of Xenocide.
Yeah, but it suggests that one thing Dynamic Gaming does is win the maps that matter. They win their important maps.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, we can see here for Xenocide, a little bit of a different, picture painted by the statistics. You can see that they're the season 3 North American winners, as well as for main tournament number 1 and main tournament number 2. They were dominant throughout season 3, and 42 maps won versus 17 maps lost. The lowest players on that of Xenocide Impact Triton MVP, they're right around that top player of Chris for Dynamic Gaming, right? So we'll have to see here what the difference of performance is. But we have Scott, Eluce, Vape, Josh, Clutch, MVP as well, Triton and Impact. So lots of these players very well rounded. You can see here the win-loss ratio is very high for them, and the KD ratio is also very high, and their ratings are all very high. So it seems like on paper, Dynamic Gaming have a little bit of an uphill battle to face against Xenocide. And well, yesterday we did see best of ones, right? And there's definitely teams that do better in best of ones, and evidently it was underestimated yesterday, and it was Elevate. So that's why they are facing off once again in another best of one later today. But talking about Xenocide, well, I mean, they are the former champions of season 3. So let's take a look at the maps that we're going to be playing and seeing, are we going into strong areas of Dynamic Gaming, or are we going into strong areas of Xenocide?
Well, we're not going to port. Dynamic Gaming chooses to ban port, and Xenocide takes out Bureau. The classic Bureau, not Canals, picked by Dynamic Gaming. We're going to talk about that later.
Raid now by Xenocide. Okay, very interesting picks here, I would say. Legacy not in this consolidation round number 1. We will not be seeing Grounded either. Xenocide banned Grounded, and Dynamic Gaming, they did ban Legacy. No Village either, one of the least played maps throughout the entire circuit, as well. Soar is not there, so end up we'll be on Plaza if we do go to map number 3, Warren. So the maps are Canals, Raid, and Plaza. And I know you said you want to have some comments on Canals. What are we kind of thinking about Canals first, our first map of the day?
Well, Dynamic Gaming picked Canals, and Dynamic Gaming lost on Canals yesterday. And in professional play, Dynamic Gaming has 0 wins and 4 losses on Canals. So it's very interesting, and there's no way they would have made a decision like that without a lot of practice and a lot of strats. So I'm very curious to see how this goes.
Yeah, Xenocide are 9 wins and 3 losses on Canals. So their record on Canals is much better than that of Dynamic Gaming. And even on Raid, right? Looking at Raid, the stats that we see, Dynamic Gaming, 3 wins and 5 losses on the map of Raid. Xenocide, 6 wins, 4 losses on the map of Raid. So it's a little bit interesting there. If we go to Plaza as well, Dynamic Gaming, 2 wins, 3 losses on Plaza. Xenocide, 8 wins, 1 loss on Plaza. So in every single map, Xenocide has 1 more experience and 2 more wins, and a better win-loss ratio than that of Dynamic Gaming. So I do believe this is going to be a very tough uphill battle here for Dynamic Gaming. That being said, on paper, that's one thing. We've seen, though, in the games, it's a very different thing, right? We even saw underestimated that we were sure that they were going to lose in previous main tournaments, and they come out to be the main tournament number 2 winner, right? So underestimated have shocked us, I think, and they are a team not to be, taken lightly. And I think Dynamic Gaming want to do that too. But this is their last opportunity to show us, right? If they don't show us today, they don't kind of, make sure that Xenocide don't get all map control or get all that utility usage that Xenocide's used to getting, well, then that means there's going to be no more Dynamic Gaming to play in this final tournament.
Yeah, Dynamic Gaming has shown us in the past that they can win as the underdog. They can advance in a tournament from that underdog position, but we haven't seen it since the semifinal of main tournament number 1 here in Season 5. So if Dynamic Gaming is going to win, they're going to need to play at the highest level they are capable of playing. They might do it today, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think Dynamic Gaming are going to have to win Canals. If they don't win Canals, I think this is going to be a 2-0 easy sweep for Xenocide. It might be close games, right? I think it might go like 13-10, 13-9 for both of these maps. But I think Dynamic Gaming, if they don't win Canals, they're out of the entire final tournament. And I think Xenocide are going to progress at least to the consolidation finals. But Warren, I want to make sure that also the audience knows we will be doing a giveaway later in the stream. So stay tuned to make sure that you're here to enter into that giveaway later in the stream. It's not right now, but we will be doing one later. So, you know, just a heads up, because I know we maybe didn't do one yesterday. But I know, I think we're getting the teams ready into this matchup, and should be exciting. This one, like we said, it's starting on Canals. We did see Canals yesterday, so Warren and I are very interested in that, because we've seen Canals not very often. It is, I believe, 9.5% of the maps played in Season 5 is Canals. And in North America, at least, we have not seen Canals very often at all. So that's something to, you know, to be of note, because I think in Europe they play it more. Maybe in Asia they play it more as well. But in North America, not really as commonly played of a map. And I think we're going to get into the knife round very shortly here.
All right, here comes the chip chop. Snip snap. The winner of the knife round will choose whether they'd like to start the first round, the first half, on the side of Coalition or Breach.
Yeah, and Dynamic Gaming, they're going to start on the Breach side for this knife round, and that's going to be Xenocide on the Coalition. And it's going to be Xenocide to seemingly get this victory, MVP, the last hack and slash to win it out for his team. So Xenocide, I'm going to predict they're going to start on the Breach side, knowing that they kind of like to maybe have a little bit of a more difficult side to start. But either way, I think Xenocide, they have this one in the bag. A 9-3 record on this map versus an 0-4 record for DYG. It really just makes sense to predict Xenocide at this point.
I think it makes sense to predict Xenocide. Definitely Dynamic Gaming is an underdog, capable of winning, not a severe underdog. And the game's going to be close either way. I don't think that there's going to be any kind of blowout. Dynamic Gaming lost on Canals yesterday, but they put up a heck of a fight. They may win. Either way, I think we're going to see a close map, but I think it's very important for Dynamic Gaming to win their own map pick.
Yeah, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Xenocide stacking onto this B site already. Dynamic Gaming going over towards Catwalk and now over towards Cafe. Here's already the first engagement very quickly. Chris already out and getting the kills. Juice as well. They're answering very quickly. Scott, though, does find a kill, so it's a 4 versus 3 in favor of Dynamic Gaming, and they're going to rotate the bomb over from that boat in mid all the way over towards the A bomb site. They're now making their way slowly but surely over there, and Juice does get taken out, so now 3 versus 3, a little bit more evened out, and they spot one over towards the Coalition spawn. Chris does take down Clutch as the lurker, and so this puts Xenocide in a little bit of a tough spot. Scott and MVP now tasked with retaking the bomb site, and they know that Dynamic Gaming are all around. These XDs are not necessarily the best at long-term engagements either, or long-range engagements, and so we'll see here what can Xenocide do on this retake. They still have to deal with Chris if they do make it on this bomb site. Callow and Ruben now, they're going to try and hold down the bomb site, and Callow unable to take him out. Scott, though, might just go for this defuse. I think he's just going to stick it right now. Does Chris have time to get it? Does Chris have time to get it? No, he doesn't, and somehow Scott wins it out. Can he even get the kill after? It's still going on this duel, and Chris, oh my goodness, it goes down to the literal last millisecond. Chris stays alive, and Scott with the 4K on the round. Xenocide, they get the bomb defused, but Dynamic Gaming, they did get the bomb plant, so will they buy out? That was a hectic round, Warren.
Very hectic, and Chris, I've got to say, it's a very long rotation from his position on B-Long, but he should have had information of both players crossing mid. Perhaps playing cautiously, so cautiously that it really harmed his team in that pistol round. Either way, here are the M4s against pistols, and it's going to be a struggle to even get a bomb plant.
Yeah,
the bomb is down, the players are down.
This is the exact type of engagement you want on the M4. M4 is great for these long-range fights, especially against a P250, right? It's no duel and no players getting taken down here for Xenocide. Everyone's staying alive, which means their economy. Scott, $9,400 already, and we're on round 3. Obviously getting a 4K helps, but still.
Ruben with a U ratio, no armor, no helmet. I want to point out, Illuze is in the server for Xenocide. Not a name we see often. He's on the roster, typically playing as a substitute, but Xenocide has a 100% win rate with Illuze.
That is true. So maybe he'll continue to bring them that 100%, continue that positive for them, right? And think typically we usually will see Josh here in favor of Eluse, but I don't know if Josh was able to make it. Either way, it seems DYG Pretzel's able to get that first kill on a Scott. So Scott does take his first death, and Vape is pushed up pretty far up B mid. Ruben now will have to clear him out, and I don't know if he's aware of Vape. Whoever gets this first tag here, it's going to be Vape to shut him out. That trigger control not there, and it allows them to actually get control of this B bomb site completely. Clutch now, I think he spotted out Juice. Yes, he does. And he will take him out. Doesn't take any damage, actually, so there's still an opportunity here, as he does go for that SG. Instead, he knows that there might be a player over towards Square, and yes, Khaled does take him out. So, Dynamic Gaming, they answer back. Xenocide unable to hold on in that first rifle round, so it's gonna be a back and forth one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, great job winning that first rifle round. Looking good for Dynamic Gaming. They're behind, here early in the game, but just off pistols and anti-ecos. Slow start as they swap grenades amongst themselves. Ruben with the U ratio is looking for that fast push-up B long. Usually nothing comes of this. But he's pushing forward. He's looking for a pick. Does he see the pixel he needs to see? No!
Misses it just by a hair there. And now it leaves Xenocide in a 5 versus 3 advantage. Callow, Juice, and Chris now, with Chris all the way on the other side of the map. I mean, he is the lurker, but still, maybe a little bit too far lurked. His teammates are going to be dealing with a strong A defense, and MVP does find one. He knows there's another already right there, and the bomb already dropped. Well, you can see here MVP just cleaning up with Clutch as well. So there we go. Xenocide answer back very quickly, and only one player falling. That's MVP, and he definitely has teammates that can drop him. So Dynamic Gaming. Money is interesting for them across the board. Callow, you can see, has a lot more money. Pretzels as well, but Ruben doesn't really have that much to buy, so I think they might just go for an upgraded pistol buy here. Yeah, it seems like that.
Lose on the U ratio. Great opportunity for a pick here.
Oh, so close. And they could actually easily overwhelm here. Yeah, Clutch out in the open. Makes that mistake, and MVP now could get a huge slaughterfest right now. He does find 2 frags, but Scott answers back with 1. Chris finds 1, but that's not going to be enough. Scott with the 3K there, and he's 9-1 right now. After the 4K in the first round, the 3K now. Scott's having a great game, and Xenocide showing their strength here on the Coalition side so far. Scott, Vape, 9-1, 5-2, and Dynamic Gaming looking to find an answer here in round number 6.
When you look at those great KD ratios and player ratings for Xenocide, a tremendous amount of that comes from every single player on Xenocide being just spectacular with multi-kill spray downs from the Coalition side.
And the nades have been spectacular here from Xenocide. They've pushed back and slowed down. Oh, there we go. Loose with the U ratio over towards mid. Right, that perfect time, and he might catch another one off. Doesn't look likely. Chris is sitting over towards that bridge area, and Ruben with the U ratio as well. Over towards Catwalk. Trying to see what he can do. Spot any players from that Coalition spawn. And if anything, he will take out Scott, but it's looking like Vape has got them on the flank. A nice double kill to shut them out in Clutch as well. They are just getting torn apart with no response. They don't even know where they're getting shot from, it seems. Chris now, the last player over towards Tons, and will get shut out there by Scott. No player dropped from Xenocide, and that's a clean round.
An absolutely perfect round, and Clutch there at the end, choosing again to swap his AUG for the SG551, and I think that says something about how little respect Xenocide is showing to Dynamic Gaming right now. The AUG definitely great for, a static defense, spray down against someone on a team entering a bomb site. The SG means I want to go find someone to shoot at.
Yeah, picking up their own guns and killing them with it. You can see here, Clutch, though, doesn't get that opportunity. Does get taken down by Ruben. And Eluse, a little bit out in the open. He knows that there are players over towards mid-bridge. Gonna get tagged down there by Ruben, but Callow will take quite a bit of damage. Callow, Ruben, and Juice also. All 3 of them are decently tagged up here, though Juice does find an opening frag, and Xenocide looking a little bit stumped. Vape does find one, and MVP, though, finds another one. So Cal and Ruben out at 3 versus 3 now. As Vape does get spotted from that T-bridge. Chris finding a connection from his SG, and we'll see here. The Zenith side, I'm not sure if they're aware of the bomb positioning, but they're fortifying A. And Dynamic Gaming will really have to make a move here. That flash is going to reveal their position, and MVP now fully blinded. We'll ask for his teammate support. But I don't know if they're ready for this one. MVP realizes they might have just taken the bomb and hightailed it over towards B. So they're rotating out now. You can see it's going to be Scott to find another way in. But Chris now could be in a perfect position to deny some sort of bomb plant. I think Scott, no. He's actually going to avoid him. Chris, he's not aware. MVP, though, will have to check towards Tons. Is he aware of it? I don't think he is. MVP will get shot out from the side from Chris. There we go. And it's going to be that of Scott on 20 HP as well. Not looking likely. That flash buys Dynamic Gaming some more time even then. And Scott, though, does take down Pretzels. Will he be able to get this one onto Chris? It's a 1 versus 1. And Chris, though, spots out Scott. Can he get this bomb defused right now? Scott will not be able to get him out. Chris allows Dynamic Gaming to get that second round now. And he keeps them alive. But it does come down to the 1 versus 1. And it costs Dynamic Gaming a lot of money.
Absolutely. And Chris on the lurk does pay off this time. But again, he doesn't obtain the information necessary to prevent Juice from being shot in the back. So Chris's lurk is very, very cautious. Loose able to buy right back into a sniper rifle. Again, does he get this early pick? He's not smoked off enough to prevent him from seeing the pixel he needs to see.
Ooh, very close timing there. Vape almost spotting out Chris and having that duel. Ruben now over towards mid-bridge. Does take down Vape over towards Cafe. Was not aware. It was out in the open. And Lou spotted him out once again. And Ruben is on fire right now. 2 kills to open up the round. And I think the B hit is on right now. MVP tries to find one. He does. But Callow answers back. Scott, though, finds one. And Pretzels will do a lot of damage. And now it's just down to clutch. The 1 versus 2. They're going to take the bomb over towards A. They know he's over towards B. We'll rotate all the way towards A main and get that bomb plant down. Dynamic Gaming now starting to get a little bit warmed up. But this post plant could be spoiled. Clutch has lived up to his name in the past. And right now, he's up against an uphill battle, but he's always up for an obstacle. Can he find the first kill? Yes, he does. Only takes half damage, but Juice stops him in his tracks. 3-5 now, Dynamic Gaming looking alive.
Absolutely. Had they won that pistol round, they'd already have a 5-round advantage from the breach side. So to have 3 at this point, they could go on and win the half. They're against Deagles now. An M4 and an AUG from a losing Vape might find some easy kills. Oh, look at this A stack. MVP just charging out. And they've got all the information they need to know no one's here. Oh, what a spectacular.
Oh my goodness here. Loose does find 3 kills though with that picked up AUG. And so Chris now they know exactly where Scott is, and he's going to have to rotate off and find a new area to go towards. But the bomb out in the open, Loose had a massive 3K right there to slow them down. And Scott will have to be aware that there's going to be someone fighting it over towards that A main area. The timing helps him out very much there. And if Scott can find this kill onto Chris, that'd be very beneficial for them. Put them in potentially a winning position here. Scott, he does. I don't know if he spotted Chris out right there. I think he's going to spot him out just now. Yes. He will have to perhaps run away, but he will get caught off guard there. Chris does find the kill. Now just down to Loose, the 1 versus 2. Can he find that of Pretzels? He does. On for the 4K, on for the ace. He will have to clutch versus Chris. And Chris, well, a very well-known player here. He's on the 1 versus 1. Who will be able to get this one? Oh, Loose, I think he spotted him out, but... Oh, Chris will be able to clutch it out at the very last moment. Look at all those guns dropped over towards stairs. And Chris, this game is very close, Warren. Coming down to the 1 versus 1s. 1 round differential, too. This is what we like to see, this action.
Yeah, and talk about a loose with 100% win rate over 8 maps. As a substitute, he almost hard carried that round. 4 kills with one of the only rifles even brought into it for Xenocide. But Chris has had a couple clutch rounds, playing spectacularly. It's as if he knows he messed up that pistol round. And he is going to... Oh, speaking of Chris, there's the headshot onto a lose. And he's going to make up for it.
Another one now from T-Bridge. Chris has been absolutely on point this game, and MVP does find one. Can Scott find another? Yes, they even it up. It's a 3 versus 3 now. The bomb making its way over towards B long. It's going to be Scott, the man to engage, the man to defend this B bomb site, but he's going to walk into 2 players, Juice as well as Pretzels. They're going to make their way onto the B site, and they're not sure exactly where Chris is. They know he's a lurker, so they always have to check what these angles might be. And will they check him completely? Clutch. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't check him completely, and he botches it. Chris will be able to get that kill. And Chris, the 4K. Chris is absolutely carrying Dynamic Gaming. I mean, take a look at the scoreboard. I think Chris is definitely on top there for Dynamic Gaming. 13-5. Scott's 14-5. This is the game of carries right now. And Chris has been lights out here for Dynamic Gaming. Scott as well doing great work, and we have a tied game. This is going to be a close one.
Interesting smoke. You almost never see the top of upper cat smoked off. It doesn't buy much space, but Pretzels wins an important duel against Scott.
And Vape on the edge of the smoke. Yeah, they're really pushing the needle on the smoke right now. Juice could get a nice 2K along with Pretzels. Oh no, Vape though does find one, and Vape finds 2. Somehow protects his teammate. Eluse does get taken down, and the hit will make its man over towards B, but Ruben does find 1, and now it's a 2 versus 2 clutch now in between Rock and a hard spot. Chris finds that pivotal kill, leads MVP all the way on the other side of the map over towards Elbow, and now he has to come in for this retake, this clutch here, as it is. Oh, can he spot one out over towards Cat? Oh my goodness, the timing. The timing favors Dynamic Gaming so much there, and the bomb actually might make its way over towards A. What is happening right now? This is a chaotic round, and the bomb will make its way over towards A. MVP has no clue. They have just swapped positions on the side of the map. What the heck? And now Ruben will get this bomb plant safe and sound. MVP's going to be very confused. He's like, I just came from A. How are they on the A bomb site? And I didn't even see him. I walked everywhere. The timing just... They miss each other barely. Ships passing in the night. And now MVP coming in for the 1 versus 2. This will be tough. He's going to go back to the bomb site he was on. Now, 1 versus 2. We'll see here what can MVP do. They've surely hurt him at this point. Chris going to spot one out. Can he continue his spree? No, he can't. As Ruben now repositions. He's on top. Now he knows exactly where MVP is, but MVP might get this position on him. Yo, he won't. And Ruben allows Dynamic Gaming to take the lead back. And 6-5 as they have a 1-round lead going into this last round of the first half.
Well, this is spectacular from Dynamic Gaming, winning 6 rounds on the breach side. They could make it a 7th. All of that without winning the pistol round. Usually when you see a great breach side, 2 of those rounds come from the pistol and the anti-eco, but Dynamic Gaming is just winning rifle rounds on Canals from the breach side.
This is 5 rounds in a row here for Dynamic Gaming. They were 5-1 down. Now they're 5-6 up. So Chris once again opens it up. He's been their entry fragger. He's been their lurker. Callow chimes in with another as well. And Xenocide looking a bit stumped here on this coalition side. Vape can't seem to, he finds one, but he will get taken down there by Pretzels. And they're looking disjointed. MVP, the last player. This should be a round in Dynamic Gaming. Yeah, Callow finds a triple kill in that round. And Dynamic Gaming, a 2-round lead as they move on into this breach or the coalition side. Xenocide will now face a little bit of a challenge as they move in 5-7, down 2 rounds second half, but I'm sure they're going to reset themselves mentally and get back into this one. Dynamic Gaming though should be elated at the score right now.
Absolutely, Mark. What we've seen from Dynamic Gaming is simply spectacular.
Maybe this is why they pick Canals. We talked about a 0-4 win-loss ratio, but You know, they definitely come out swinging on this one. We'll see here. What can they do here? Somehow, Ruben avoids all of them, and he's just sitting in the smoke. He does get taken down, though, and the bomb will get planted. So Xenocide will have a 5 versus 4 advantage. And MVP, that MR96, what can he do here? This will be tough. Callow does find engagements, but not the kill. Xenocide will have so many players over towards Cafe, and Chris finds one, but the Deagle not strong enough to find that many players. Pretzel's now in the 1 versus 4. He does take down MVP, but he can't get anyone else loose. We'll answer back in Xenocide. 1 round away from equalizing.
Oof, that's both pistol rounds lost for Dynamic Gaming. Ruben may have had a miracle hiding in that smoke grenade, but Xenocide a little too quick on the flick. Emerging from a smoke in the middle of 5 people. It's a fun trick, but it really would take a miracle for Ruben to have done much with that. This pistol stack's in the right place.
Yeah, well, Xenocide now surely have this round in their hands. They should get the bomb plant, but it's coming at a little bit of a higher cost than they would expect, as Callow does find another kill, and the bomb will go down, but still, Dynamic Gaming making this very expensive here for Xenocide. And Dynamic Gaming, if they can pull off this retake, it would be absolutely impeccable, but Scott will deny them that. So 7-7, but 3 kills, that's pretty good for Dynamic Gaming. They make sure Xenocide don't have the ability to run away with the economy. And yeah, you can see they have to rebuy back in. MVP, not really much money. Vape as well. After that buy, will not have much money. So Dynamic Gaming doing a good job of, even if they lose the round, keeping their opponents at bay.
Wow, Mark, 7-7. This is as close a map as we could have asked for. See Juice posted up on lower cat. He's not going to find contact. Ruben eats a flash grenade, says, hey, they might be coming B. But they're not. Xenocide is working hard for mid control. Juice still finds 1 kill. He might get a second. No, MVP is too quick.
MVP finds that kill on the Juice, and well, now it is a 4 versus 4. Xenocide have decent amount of map control, but Pretzels takes Vape out of the round. So that square, the B area, is now fully controlled here by Dynamic Gaming. And Ruben, if he can get this kill, no, he can't. That would have been a key, but Callow does find it. And so now a 3 versus 2. Pretzels now makes contact, and he knows that there's players on the B bomb site, but what can they do with the A bomb site? At least Scott does take down Pretzels, cost of some of his HP. So Chris now will have to come in for Dynamic Gaming, and Xenocide trying to hold on to this bomb site as long as they can. They know that this retake will be coming in here, but they don't know that it's going to come in from elbow. And now MVP does find 1 kill, but against Chris now, his 17-8. I think he knows MVP now will just walk into Chris's crosshair, and Chris just waits perfectly. 8-7, Dynamic Gaming take the lead once again.
Bomb has been defused. And again, Chris stepping up. So fantastic of him, so essential of him to win that 1v1 clutch. It was advantage, but a bit of a mistake from Dynamic Gaming going for that double peek while Chris was still reloading. The easy trade kill wasn't there. Chris wins anyway. Xenocide just on pistols here. Pistols into an A rush against only 1 player. If they're fast, they may get the bomb plant, but instead they fan out around A main.
Yeah, trying to get some damage done, and it is working, but no kills just yet. And yeah, Dynamic Gaming picking Xenocide apart there. Ruben the only player to fall, and Ruben not having the best game, but his team is really picking up some slack. I mean, if we can take a look at the scoreboard here, it is, you know, I mean, we saw Scott doing very well. We saw Chris doing very well. Cal as well stepped it up, but Xenocide, their players haven't necessarily stepped it up as much as that of Dynamic Gaming.
Yeah, and clutch with a U ratio this round, you wonder, is that part of a strat, or is that clutch just saying, hey, I'm bottom fragging, I've got to change something up?
Well, he is over towards Catwalk, and he could find a player. Yes, he does. Chris out of the round, the top hitter here for Dynamic Gaming out. So this gives Dynamic Gaming maybe not the best chances, but Juice finds 1, and Callow finds another here. Xenocide out in the open. They could get taken out. Yes, Callow's picking them apart. And Pretzels could take down Alus. Alus has no clue. He's going to get backstabbed right here, right now. And there we go here. Dynamic Gaming have just stopped Xenocide. Xenocide are not looking like themselves in Dynamic Gaming. 3 rounds away from closing it out.
Yeah, and it was fun to see, I believe, Pretzels. He picked up the AK, but with the M4 last round, you could see the silencer come into play in a very visible way. Missing a few shots at the back there around tunnels. But the opponent didn't hear.
Yeah, Xenocide going to come in very quickly now, and they're flash, so they're going to wait, but Callow could get a bunch of kills here. 1, 2, 3. Can he get the ace? And it doesn't look, maybe. Yes, he will get the ace. Callow finishes it off with that clean ace. A very quick round here. And Dynamic Gaming now 2 rounds away from their own map pick. From taking a map off of Xenocide, who are 9-3 historically. Dynamic Gaming have 0 wins on this map. They could get their first in Season 5 here.
Absolutely, Mark. I don't think either one of us expected this scoreline.
No, not at all. Dynamic Gaming pulled it out of the woodworks here. They said, this is our last lifeline, and we will not let it go to waste. Xenocide have already won. We need our chance to win a final tournament now, and so they're putting it on the line right now. Chris finds another opener here against Clutch, and so the offense now a little bit stymied, but Alus answers back. Ruben out in the open over towards Sniper's Nest will fall at the hands of the U ratio, and Chris, can he get another kill? No, MVP. Finds one with the SG. So we'll see here. Can Scott over towards Catwalk find any players? He's right above Callow right now. But if he doesn't get to anyone, it's going to be Juice, and Pretzels finds a loose. So this is a very interesting play here. You can see Dynamic Gaming making good inroads here, taking down Vape, and now just down to Scott and MVP. They have 45 seconds left. They're going to pincer over towards B, I believe, but they have 2 players from Dynamic Gaming over towards B, and Callow could take down MVP. Yes, MVP out of the round, and Scott does find one. Can he find the second? He knows he only has 30 seconds left. That bomb needs to go down eventually, and Callow avoids his death and demise there, and Pretzels will get taken out, actually. Scott in the 1 versus 1 versus Callow. He could win this one out, but Callow spots him out, and Scott gets the 1 versus 3 clutch, the 3K to win it out there for Xenocide, keeps them alive, and that's exactly what they needed. They were looking dismal towards this latter half, and Xenocide, they pull it back off of the clutch of Scott.
Absolutely. And Metal Gear Solid from that round. He dodged a player in Cafe by staying on upper catwalk, dodged a player in Sniper's Nest by jumping to lower catwalk to walk all the way through Coalition spawn.
He was a ninja. Yeah, he just sleuthed around, and we'll see if he can repeat that, because Xenocide are going to need it. Dynamic Gaming, though, Ruben already tagged down low, and Chris, he's getting flashed off, but Pretzels, 2K as well to start it off. What can they do? Xenocide needs some sort of entry into this bomb site, and they've backed off right now. That smoke protecting Clutch just a little bit, and Alus, they're not able to find any kills. So much damage done, but Scott now, the last player, gonna have to do a good amount of damage. He does find Chris, but most of his HP is gone, and Juice takes him out. Match point here for Dynamic Gaming. The clutch will not come through for Scott, even after last round. And Xenocide, their backs are against the wall now. Dynamic Gaming, we said it, if they don't win map 1, they're out of this, basically, and they're proving us wrong right now. They're saying, all right, well, then we'll win map 1, and we'll win map 2, maybe. We'll have to see. Next map is Raid, and yeah, Ward and I surely did not expect this scoreline.
Absolutely not. And this is, Luce does open up with that U ratio kill. Now 12-8, and that's with losing both pistol rounds. You got to think, if Dynamic Gaming won a single pistol round, this would already be over, and it would have been called a stomp. It would have been 13-6, and we're watching interviews, waiting for the next map.
Yeah, Xenocide now have the man advantage, which they haven't had for many a time, and they have the HP advantage. Juice is already on half HP as well, so this is their best opportunity to keep themselves alive. But Clutch, if he gives up his life right here, he could get taken out, and he does. Pretzels will shut him out here, and Juice trying to get this nice headshot, but not to be a loose. Not getting the kill. Scott does find one, and Juice now. The other side of B. They haven't made a decision on where they want to go yet, but Vape does take down Chris. So Juice and Pretzels on the other side of the map. They go over towards A. They will have a free bomb site, and that's exactly where they're going. The bomb will get planted. And I believe Scott will try and take out Juice, but it will not be easy. Scott on about 3 HP, or 2 HP right now.
Scott's shown himself to be very capable of maneuvering without hit points, as long as he's got 1 or 2.
They are right next to each other right now, and they do not know that. So Scott, I'm not sure if he's going to be aware that he's behind him. But yes, I think Scott probably will get taken out. No, Juice actually opts to look the other way. They're on the other side of the wall from each other, and Scott, if he just keeps looking this way, he'll know. I think he's heard him. So he's just waiting for Juice to make a move, but no, neither of them make a move. They stay alive, and Xenocide 3 players alive, and in the next round, they're going to need everything they got because they have no more lifelines. They have to win every single round from here on out to take map number 1.
And you see here, Chris accidentally bought his stack of grenades before he bought body armor. Teammate drops him over an AUG, but he's using it without body armor. That could come into play. And a lot of these round wins have come off of Chris's spectacular play for Dynamic Gaming.
Scott finds 1 kill already. And well, Dynamic Gaming. That's the second time now Ruben, or twice in a row, Ruben has been the first kill here for Xenocide. And MVP also takes down Callow. So, giving Xenocide a little bit of a lifeline here. At 5 versus 2, this should be easy here for Xenocide to pick it up as they make their way on over towards B. 0 defenders over towards B as well. And Juice, well, if he peeks out, he will have a hailstorm of bullets. Yes, he's been spotted out. They know exactly where he is now. Flash will go out. He does miss a U ratio in the face, but Pretzels will get this kill. Yes, take it down a loose, but now they know exactly where Juice is. They'll try and corner him out and take away his weapons. They don't want him to have anything going into this next round. And now he knows there's one coming in from the left side. Vape will shut him out. And yeah, Xenocide not out of this one yet. 12-10. Xenocide need 3 more in a row, and this could be possible. Dynamic Gaming don't have very much money, so an 11th round should be likely, unless Dynamic Gaming pull out the shotguns and stop Xenocide off of an anti-eco.
And Dynamic Gaming needs to close this out. Very likely to lose this round with only the pistols. That's fine, but they've only got 2 more chances. Xenocide, absolutely a team capable of making this comeback. Canals won't be over until it's over, but look at Pretzels.
Finds 1. He could pick up that gun, and that could be a huge impactor here. MVP does find 1, and yeah, Pretzels does have the AUG. This could mean a lot because that AUG has been deadly in the past. Just 1 has changed the tide of the round here. Chris trying to do some huge damage, but it won't be. Juice now and Pretzels, the 2 players standing between Xenocide and victory. But Pretzels, he finds 1. Here we go. This AUG might have a huge effect, and oh my goodness, the bomb is making its way on over towards Square, but Eluse will get that kill. So, almost had a heart attack there. Dropping the bomb might have been a mistake, but the bomb will get planted surely over towards a bomb. So he's going to run all the way around Eluse now. His MVP should shut out Juice. Yes, he does. Xenocide. Oh, it's going down to the wire. It's going down to the wire, everybody. And now Dynamic Gaming have money to buy Xenocide. This is their true test. This is it. If they don't... I mean, they've had the true test for the past few rounds. They have to win every single round now. And Dynamic Gaming are fully equipped to stop them.
Yeah, Scott has absolutely put his carry pants on for Xenocide for the last few rounds. And Eluse, I don't usually like the U ratio on the breach side bridge, but it is what has been working for Xenocide.
Dynamic Gaming slow to start right now. No one really wants to make that first move. Pretzels already takes a good amount of damage. And will Ruben be that first death for Dynamic Gaming once again? Xenocide, when they get the first pick, they look very strong to take the round. But that first pick, it's never easy to get. And Chris playing so far back. He spotted one out, and I don't know if they spotted him, but now they know surely with the bullets as well as that flash, he could catch one off guard. He spotted one, but he won't get that kill over towards Elbow. And now this confrontation might happen, actually. Chris, on the other side is Vape. And it could be. Pretzels is very low right now. Xenocide ticking down the clock very low. With 40 seconds left, the bomb is going to make its way over towards A. And Chris now smoked off. They don't want any distractions here as the bomb will go over towards Elbow. Chris takes just a tiny bit of damage here, but 30 seconds. Xenocide will get this bomb plant down. It's a 5 versus 5 retake. Warren, all hell's going to break loose soon. Pretzel's already taken out of the round. Loose and Scott as well. They double team for 2 kills total. And now Chris, does he find a kill? No, he doesn't. Taken out of the round. MVP shuts him out. And Xenocide taking us to the entirety of this map, perhaps. And Callow and Juice, I think they're going to save. Yeah, Xenocide have taken us to round number 25. What a map we are witnessing. This is the consolidation round. No team wants to be out of this one. Scott does get taken out, but still, Xenocide will win the round. And Dynamic Gaming, they thought they had an easy shoe-in. It was 12-9, and now it's 12-12. 3 rounds in a row. We will go the full distance. And Dynamic Gaming could steal it back right this moment, but Xenocide, they have the full momentum advantage in their favor. They have money in their favor as well. And Xenocide, I can't predict this one, Warren. It's been flawless for Xenocide so far in these past few rounds, but it could all come crashing down right here.
It comes down to mid control. This U ratio is moving to upper catwalk. This might be a kill almost immediately. No.
Ruben.
Pretzels repositioning, not challenging mid in the same way as before.
Yeah, they're going full A commit. Callow now, one of their top frags from Dynamic Gaming has been a star here, but he's going to have to pull off something remarkable. You can see those nades come out. He's calling for backup right now, and he will get one, but only one. Clutch finds another, and Ruben now is trying to spam. He needs to get some damage done, but he's going to fall back with his teammate. He knows that Pretzels is over towards that cafe area, and the bomb will go down safely. So a 4 versus 4 for the game. Alous finds one, and that's a nice headshot on the Juice, but this retake will come in from cafe. Pretzels finds one, and Clutch answers back. Ruben trying to do what he can best, but he's going to have to go for this reload now, and the bomb is taking it away slowly. Can he get down Clutch? No, yes, he can. And a 2 versus 2 now. This is doable here for Dynamic Gaming. Ruben has spotted one out, and now they know exactly where he is. Alous taken out. Vape now has to clutch a 1 versus 2. Ruben in position to take down Vape. Will he do this one right now? The bomb will start to get defused right now, and Vape has to find out the perfect player. Vape does find one. Can he get the second? Yes, he can at the last moment. Oh my God, it's the side. What the hell? Vape, the last second, he saves it for Xenocide. And Scott, oh my goodness. I'm getting heart attacks here. What the hell? Oh my Lord Almighty. And Xenocide keep Dynamic Gaming winless. They keep him winless, 13-12. Oh my God. Yeah, this is more than we bargained for, ladies and gentlemen. 13-12 win for Xenocide on the map of Canals. Wow. What a spectacular game we just saw.
Oh my God, Mark. What a game. Dynamic Gaming almost having it, playing spectacularly, getting a 12-9 round advantage, even losing both pistols, losing both anti-ecos, but Xenocide just hangs on. Scott with 1v3 clutches, and that last round, Vape in the 1v2, able to get the kill just milliseconds before the bomb defuse is stuck. Oh my God,
it came
Mark.
down to the wire. That was literally everything you want to see in a Critical Ops game. That was a remarkable map 1. And I said it was going to be close. I said 13-10, something like that. This was 13-12 back and forth. And Xenocide marched back 4 rounds in a row. They were down 9-12, and they end up winning somehow 13-12. Dynamic Gaming are going to be heartbroken by that, but they have to, have their head high on their shoulders. That was a very remarkable game from them. And they picked it, and they came in prepared. They showed us what they're made of, but unfortunately, they're not going to take map number 1, and I think this is going to be tough here for them to go into Raid, where they have historically not been too, successful. 3 wins, 5 losses, compared to Xenocide's 6 wins and 4 losses. We'll be right back with, some nice break time, because I'll need that break time. We'll be back with Raid, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned. This is an exciting, thrilling best of 3.
All of the retakes that Hammers were attempting, so good stuff from them so far, but it seems like Alpha is the one left alive, and there is some time left. He is able to get the second one. Oh, this could be great from Alpha. He has gotten a double kill here. All he needs to do is wait out the time. Oh, that nade! Look at the HP! He's gonna peek it. Noxic understands it, but Alpha able to get the last kill. They're not committing to any peaks though. Oh, and he might get caught off guard. Noxic does take down Stratus, but he was able to take down Melody. Now it's down to 1v1. All that Genis has to do here is just play on time. Oh no, Noxic. No. That is one way to stop the round. He played that perfect. Genis was just, you know, the more important the breach rounds are, the more important the pistol round is, and Phoenix not able to take the pistol round in a very breach side important map here.
Ooh, and grenade. Getting lots of damage.
Oh
my goodness. Melody for 3, Zion for 2, and let's just go ahead and
push that belong area, which isn't actually the worst decision because 4 players are oriented more towards the A side of things here, so yeah, okay, that closes it though. Has able to get a 2-piece, and this is a very easy shutdown eco round, so this could really go any direction here. There's one player on site that is Raze, and he's able to put in some effort. Oh, and that's nasty. That's second kill on EXZ, but I feel like a lot of these rounds could have, you know, the loss could have been avoided if Invictus did something better, but there you go. That's definitely something better. Yep.
Third. Really just, right now, G9's looking really good. I say that. Free gets an absolute domination quad kill, as I try to say. The G9 is looking real good.
Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariet does get taken down on 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the Clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again, turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and oh, can he get the spray down? Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his first
And Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. See, impacts spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up then the tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1 versus 1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1 versus 2 Hoodie
To be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here though, and there is a spray down for 3.
The triple kill. Oh my goodness, double headshot protects it. The bomb site as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. Concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact has already found 2, actually. Can he find Clone? Yes, he finds 3 somehow. And now they are going for this retake. Does he know that Andrew's right above him? I don't think he's aware. Does he spot him out? Yes. Yes, Andrew finally takes down Impact, but now just down to Isaac. Can he take down Andrew? Yes, he can. Somehow the 2 versus 4 works out in Elevate's favor.
Maybe away from his device. Stuck there in Coalition spawn. Impact pushing out far through vents.
Oh yeah, he could
Does
get 2
find a
kills here.
great
He
timing.
does.
Let's go with Yol, able to get the double right there.
Yeah,
So we got
Yoi,
Proximity and Faye.
I guess it's Yoi. Speaking of proximity, coming and trying to go for the 3K. Get at the dip. Oh man, look at this. He's moving back and forth. He's got the dance moves. Trying to get the drop shot, and he comes up with it like it's no problem at all. Man, he makes it look easy.
Flew the shoulds too, but unfortunately, they kept it super easy across the board. Ooh, that one's
Speaking of
clean
proximity. Two versus 1 here. Reborn last player of the live. Ooh, he's got the angle. And he's able to pick up the headshot there. Doink and doink. 7 HP for May, 20 for Reborn. Starts with the pre-fire. He's got to be so careful. Flashbang come out. He's going to go ahead and juke around, try to hit him in the back. That bomb is slowly taking down. Ooh, May's just positioned fantastically here.
Can he get the elbow? He can.
Pressure to elevate Phoenix. Still trailing by 6 here. That flashbang can really come in clutch. You've got to be able to come up with this doink doink and 2 Eerie getting the headshot and getting dropped down out of their officer by the Reborn, but Reborn was able to pick up 1 kill.
1, switch to the other 1, and then all of a sudden, you know, they came for the what? Oh, triple kill for May and Asia to finish off the last one.
Ori trying to go for the 2K. He's going to do about 50% of damage to that player over there. Tanks creeping up here. Flashbang out, finds 1, gets the other one. About to go for another 3K. And he's going to be able to do it. Has 2 3Ks in a row here for Mr. Tanks.
They're looking back and forth. Uri just missing him. Oh, gets the quick flick. And you were talking about that flick. Just look at that. Look at that to the face.
Yeah. It's a 2 versus 2, and the bomb's been planted. Atheno trying to go ahead and increase their lead back to 3. It's all to Prex here to clutch this up, and somehow he's going to be able to do it.
All
Ori
right.
and Legion with their line of sights crossed, but not where they needed to be pointed.
Finaliza o slow, Valier double kill no Albang, leva mais uma, Kazegudan spray 2 pra contar 15 Valiari. Triple kill pra ele, levando também o Ace, fazendo a trade do Máfia. Vai subindo ali pelo bomb. 2. Conseguiu levar, meu Deus! Deixou ralfado. Algumas utilitárias, Tura acabou pegando o avanço do Henrico, já caiu a primeira kill. Rafa consegue levar o Demarias, double, triple kill pra ele, no meio do caminho, meta o monstro e leva o Moon, sobrando apenas o Fanático, na play pra tentar levar 4. Nossa, que azar, Eros na play, double kill no mesmo spray, ele enfilera, leva Tura e Moon, sobrando 1x1, smocou a C4, fez o clique,
Fez o fake
vai
ali.
pra play, já tem a info,
Nossa,
clutch do
meu
Eros,
Deus.
levanta a placa que tem clutch dele,
Olha
Eros na
só.
play, 1x3, ele... Henrico lhe segurou o spray, 1, 2, 3, 4 kills pra ele, Henrico lhe atropela a equipe da
Meu
Surge.
Deus do céu!
Poxa,
Tem razão. Mas com certeza seria uma ajuda, né?
com certeza, facilitaria bastante o serviço. Olha o Henrico, triple kill pra ele, double kill de Eros.
wow. Okay. Glad we got a little bit of a break there because that was a barn burner of a match on Canals. We did just see Xenocide pick it 13-12, just barely over that of Dynamic Gaming on the map of Canals. And that leaves Dynamic Gaming still winless on Canals. They are 0-5 now, but every match has been so close. And you have to wonder, maybe at some point, is it just not meant to be? If you get so close every single time and you're not winning, maybe there's just like some higher being that's like, don't play Canals anymore. Either way, Xenocide have a 1 map advantage over Dynamic Gaming as we head into map number 2. And this is Raid, Warren. Raid, a map we really like to commentate. But before we do that, let's talk about the Zuvi clip contest. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Warren?
Absolutely. Everyone watching, if you could download the Zuvi app by scanning the QR code on your screen or just going to the App Store or the Google Play Store. Zuvi is sponsoring the Critical Ops Circuit, and you have an opportunity to win money by uploading top clips from Circuit with the hashtag Critical Ops Circuit or Critical Ops Casual on Zoomy. Professional players uploading great clips have an opportunity to win $200. Viewers, casual viewers, can upload their favorite clip from the circuit and win $130. So thank you again, Zuvi, for sponsoring Circuit. And be sure to go download Zuvi, enter the top clip contest.
Yeah, and so back to the actual game itself. I think Raid will be very interesting. Once again, Dynamic Gaming, 3 wins, 5 losses on Raid. Xenocide, 6 wins, 4 losses on Raid. So more maps played by Xenocide, just slightly, right? 2 more maps played. And we'll see here, Dynamic Gaming, I think their composure is solid. They are a very strong team, but Dynamic Gaming, I mean, they're face up against one of the former champions here, right? Xenocide are a very, very tough, formidable team. And obviously they showed their resiliency being down 9-12, coming back to win 13-12, right? So they understand how to make this comeback happen. And with Raid happening, I think if Xenocide get a strong start on the Breach side, well, actually on the Coalition side, right? Because I think that the maps are a little bit more breach-sided on Raid, at least. So if they get a strong Coalition start, if they can hold down the A bomb site and hold down, you know, the actual B bomb site, right? Maybe they're playing a specific sort of setup over towards B. I think it'll be done and dusted for Dynamic Gaming. You know, they've had a very good run throughout the tournament so far, but it will be tough regardless. And I think we're getting into the knife round here. But Warren, the rotates are pretty quick from both of these maps or both of these bomb sites, right? With tunnels, it makes it pretty easy. So we'll see here what kind of strats come out first. But the knife round comes through, and we'll see here Dynamic Gaming starting on the Breach side as well as Xenocide on the Coalition side for this start. And well, Xenocide are just bunched around this forklift right now.
That is a tight porcupine and a deadly one, apparently.
It wins. That's exactly why they sat there and just kept swiping, right? So Xenocide win the knife round as well. And as you said, Warren, Dynamic Gaming, they won both pistol rounds, right?
No, they lost both pistol rounds. They pulled off
they lost
a 12-12, you know, a 13-12, 12-13 almost win by dropping 4 rounds as 2 pistols and 2 ecos.
Yeah. So we'll see here. I think if Dynamic Gaming are able to get this pistol round, well, then that'll be huge for them because they, like you said, they're very formidable on the other rounds. And so if they can get a pistol round, that'll be hugely beneficial for their, economy as well as just round score, right? But Xenocide, I believe, are going to start on the Coalition side, Dynamic Gaming on the Breach side. So this start will be a little bit tougher for Xenocide as we got into it. Dynamic Gaming now going to have a split setup here going over towards 3B, 1 mid, 1 over towards A long, and Xenocide are very, very stacked over towards A. They realize they can rotate quickly. That flash comes out. I don't think it really fools anyone, though. And then Dynamic Gaming, they know exactly what's happening here, so they will go everyone on over towards that B bomb site. The bomb will get planted very quickly now, and yeah, you can see there, it is going to be Pretzels to plant it in the corner, and Xenocide now a quick retake, as these XDs are really going to have to ring true. This is going to be a very, very hectic one as smokes go out over towards that heaven area or towards top. And you can see now Pretzels trying to hold on, but the smoke actually misses, I believe. Smoke does not block off that heaven area. And right now, Xenocide slowly coming in. They are getting these kills, though, that are necessary. And so Clutch finds one onto Ruben. Can they get these other kills? They find one. Juice now the last player standing. They're just going for this bomb defuse now. Juice does find one, but he will take down that of, or Scott will take down that of Juice. So Xenocide will get this bomb defusal, and Dynamic Gaming still pistolless. No pistol round wins.
Yeah, Pretzels really could have come in strong. He had an opportunity for kills, shooting the back, not quite finding the headshots, and ate the flick And that opportunity for a multi-kill not taken advantage of really hurt Dynamic Gaming that round.
Well, damage already done to Ruben. Trying to get some pop shots out there, but Dynamic Gaming will just aim for any sort of bomb plant that would be beneficial for them. And get some extra money. I think they are bunched up over towards mid, it seems, right now. In the bomb. Boiler room. They'll slowly edge out over towards B. Scott does find one. He's going to throw that nade over, hoping that there might be some careless Zenus or Dynamic Gaming players. And Scott finds two more. That's a 3K so far. Scott could be on for the ace, but... Oh, yeah, he spots another one as well. He's going to save himself MVP. Find one, and... Well, Scott, MVP actually does find one. Scott could get the other, but no, MVP will tag team up. So a double kill from MVP, a triple kill from Scott and Xenocide. 2 rounds in a row now. Dynamic Gaming have money to buy. We'll see what can they do here on this breach side.
I would love to see Dynamic Gaming just come so strong right now after how well they played on Canals only to still lose. I want to see the fight still in them. Clutch on an FP6.
Yeah, and Callow already opens it up. Scott taken out, and Alus out of it as well. This B defense a little bit tougher against rifles, and so the flash will come in. MVP will now spot one out, but Juice does a drive-by. That nade could do good damage, and Callow just drops down to get the kill now as well. Dynamic Gaming have turned this round on its head with their rifles. The Juice now should be able to spot out Vape, but yeah. And Dynamic Gaming only losing one player. Ruben has had a tough series so far. 0-3 already to start off this game. And Dynamic Gaming, I mean, they're happy about that round. But Ruben might be having a tough one right now.
Xenocide on a slightly broken by. Ilus with just the deagle. Dynamic Gaming, real opportunity to break the bank for Xenocide if they win this round. Good old standard B long heaven split. No trickery here. Just going to wait out this smoke grenade.
Yeah, everyone from Dynamic Gaming is postured up, but they're actually pushing past B long. And Clutch, I don't think, is aware. I don't think he knows that they're over towards Coalition spawn. Pretzels now does take down Clutch, who's sitting in that smoke. And now they have full control of Coalition spawn. And Xenocide have to be aware that they might have players coming from the flank. Vape is fully aware right now. He knows that one's right there. Ruben will take him out, and he'll take down Juice as well. The long-range engagement favoring Vape as he finds one. He knows one's above MVP. Knows that they probably won't drop down, but Chris already losing teammates left and right. Callow out, and so Xenocide answer back after Clutch gets taken out. They get 3 kills in response, so now Pretzels and Chris, the last two, as a loose. And he spots one out. He knows that there's one there. Chris will have to do some good amount of damage here, but he does have a teammate now, and yeah, that's it. Xenocide, Vape, and Scott, everyone from Xenocide chiming in right now as they have a 2-round lead.
And the bomb was actually dropped all the way back in Coalition spawn. Xenocide's economy is safe. They won the round off that broken by. Look at Alus.
Oh,
A lot of box spam.
Okay. Gets that spray through the box. He does take some damage as a result, but still worth it for him. The SG, very high armor penetration. So I don't know if Dynamic Gaming knows, but there's so many Xenocide players actually over towards B long, and Alus, is he not aware of Pretzels just hiding underneath the box right now? He has to get 2 kills very crucially, and Ruben does get taken out once again. Ruben is 0-5. This is just unlucky for Ruben so far this game. Been tough all around, but 3 versus 3 with a minute left on the clock. It's Dynamic Gaming grouping up to make a concerted B push as Pretzels and Callow sitting up from top. And Chris is going to join them now as Clutch hears it out. I think he's going to ask for some backup as you can see his teammates slowly making their way over, but now Clutch knows He's going to have to make a move slowly but surely. Pretzels is aware. Yeah, he will get that kill on the Pretzels. And can he get this kill on the Callow? No, he can't. Callow will take him out. And Loose now. Tasked with protecting the bomb site. Vape will come in as Chris as well as Callow make their way on over towards B. And Vape now, can he take down Chris? Yes, he can. Callow now going for this bomb plant. Loose, it's right under him, and he does prevent the bomb plant too. And that's very crucial. Dynamic Gaming won't get that extra added bonus money. They should still be able to buy, but not fully out with everything they would like. Maybe some nades missing here and there.
Xenocide is looking strong. They carried that momentum from their comeback on Canals into their own map pick of Raid. And Dynamic Gaming played so well on Canals. Really scary. They really demonstrated that they're capable of winning as the underdogs. But Xenocide looks like they're saying we are done playing. We will not lose. We are the better team, at least so far here on Raid.
Yeah, and Ruben as well. If he can step it up for Dynamic Gaming, maybe they'll have some hope. He's been the bottom of the scoreboard for both maps so far. And they're making a very large presence over towards A long. And really, they just have to contend with Vape, who's not even on the bomb site. He's sticking further back over towards spawn. He will be joined by his teammate Clutch. And the Loose as well, but Vape now pushing forward. And he's going to be alone with his defense. He does find one, but Juice takes him out, trades him out, and Clutch could do some damage here. He does convert a little bit, but not fully. Chris does take down Clutch, and Scott takes down Ruben once again. So 3 versus 3 in this retake as a Loose. Trying to go for this kill over here. Scott won't be able to get this kill, but Chris shuts him out. MVP does find that kill on the Chris. And oh my goodness, a Loose through the smoke. Juice, can he close this one out? Yes, he does not actually. MVP will be able to get this kill and defuses it once again for Xenocide, putting their lead to 5 rounds in Dynamic Gaming. I mean, these rounds, once again, very, very close, but still going in favor of Xenocide.
Yeah, and what we're starting to see here is just Xenocide's firepower. There's not a lot of strats going on. There's just a lot of gunfights being won by Xenocide. Oh, Loose gets chased out of mid this time.
Yeah. Chris blinded as well, so Xenocide will have to contend with a very heavy B hit. There's so many players going over towards B long right now. You have Cal over towards Evan, but won't be able to do anything. Ruben sitting on top of the box over towards B long. And Xenocide are ready for this, but there's lots of players on the other side here ready to just pop out. And Scott will get taken down from that flash. Perfect timing as Chris peeks out right before that flash pops. And right now it's looking like Clutch has to do it all. He does barely get the kill, but Ruben will get taken down. And so a Loose trying to come in for this retake. Pretzels should have an eye on that as Vape will come in from behind. Does he find anyone? Now just the last player alive. He does spot one out, but he will get taken down there by Chris from the side. And Dynamic Gaming, a methodical round on B. Good use of nades to shut out Xenocide.
Yeah, just a fantastic site take. Moving in together. Even Clutch, hiding in the box, was only able to get a single kill. Look at this, splitting it up. Some go A, some go B long. Xenocide playing very heavily towards mid, and Ruben just sprays him down.
Ruben finally getting kills now. He's very happy with that one. Hopefully he can avenge his teammates. Yes, he finds 3 kills in this round after a pretty long drought. He did find 1 last round, but wants to bring it up a little bit. And there we go, Dynamic Gaming. Get 2 rounds in a row, and they're starting to look a little bit more live now.
Yeah, and like you said, Mark, if Ruben starts finding kills, if Ruben can climb his way up from the bottom of the scoreboard, that might change Dynamic Gaming's fortunes here, and so far it has. Heavy mid presence again.
Yeah, spams from both sides. Juice taking a lot of damage, and so did Ruben. A Loose really winning that battle. It only took about half damage. And so we'll see how does Dynamic Gaming respond to so much damage taken already. Will they adjust their strats? It seems, oh, that could be a bit of spam. Doesn't connect entirely, but Ruben is lucky to be alive at that point. Oh, perfect flash too. From Clutch, I think he slows them down just a bit. Clutch has also had a tough game so far, but he will be met with lots of bullets, and he will get shut down there a little too far on that peak. And Callow now will lead his team over the push. Ruben, a nice lurk there as he does take down Scott the rotation. And Vape and MVP have to come in for this retake now. He does find one kill, but he will get shut out. They're just very aggressive on the retake. Does not even ask for any teammate support here as MVP is left alone to clutch this one. He will get shut out from behind very shortly here by Ruben. And there we go. Dynamic Gaming won't get the bomb plant, but 4 rounds now. 1 round away from tying it up. Xenocide looks so dominant, and now their money broken in tatters. Dynamic Gaming have full control of this game now.
I wonder, we're not even seeing FP6. This is a great map to make use of a shotgun.
Yeah, towards tons. And GSR, Vape picks up a GSR. We haven't seen GSRs very often. You know, not as common of a gun to see in pro play anymore, but they once again avoid each other. Dynamic Gaming making all of their efforts over towards B, and Xenocide make all of their efforts over towards A. So they're just running around each other right now, but Alus could come in very quickly on the flank. I don't think they're gonna spot him in time for any damage, but actually Scott, they could do some damage from behind right now. They see everything, and Scott could get 2 kills. Yes, actually Xenocide make a good amount of confusion here for Dynamic Gaming. They could get this kill. Chris and Ruben, they tagged him up, but yeah, this is still going the way of Dynamic Gaming. Clutch does find one, and Alus does find another. That's very, very costly for Dynamic Gaming. Xenocide, the right timings almost allowed them to steal away a round. And Dynamic Gaming had to be a little bit more careful there, not even considering that their back could be flanked.
Xenocide back on the rifles, probably won't try such exciting map movement again. There's a little more risk involved. But here we see, look, they like to do this double peek from both sides of mid through the boiler and A long. And this is B long heaven type play. I call this the old fashioned. They're going to have to wait out some grenades before making a move, but there's 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the round. Clutch here in the vent. The vent has been completely unchallenged for 10 rounds.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, actually. It's been mostly over towards heaven and ramp. And Alus now, B long as well, has been very heavily contested. We'll try and get some damage up, but Ruben unable to find a frag there as the nades rain in here from Xenocide. Pretzels does find a kill on Alus, but Juice could get actually tagged down. He will get killed, and MVP Flash does not know exactly where it's happening there. MVP and Vape both fall to the SG of Pretzels, and now 2 versus 2.
And Dynamic Gaming has time to just take the bomb to A. I don't think they have the information to know that that would work. This smoke grenade doesn't completely block the door of B long. Now 30 seconds left.
Oh, Clutch just peeks out from the smoke and just lines them up. They were trying to go back. He just stops them dead in their tracks.
All right, Dynamic Gaming, it's time to make some decisions. It's time to get onto a bomb site. You definitely want to win at least 6 rounds on your breach side here on Raid, a bit of a breach-sided map. And really slow out the gate for Xenocide. A losing MVP didn't even buy until 10 seconds into the round.
Yeah, I wonder if that will hinder their push this time around, but Vape sees the smoke over towards A long, but there's going to be lots of players, 3 to be exact, over towards A long. So if Vape ends up staying there, he will be met with a barrage of bullets. He will end up falling back. But MVP now. This B long area has been heavily contested. Oh, the spam! The spam almost gets the kill. He's just continuing to spam down. Ruben will get taken out eventually by Clutch, but wow, MVP did so much damage there. And Vape, now he sees the smokes, he sees the flashes, he knows that there's going to be a push over towards A. He's going to sit around the edge of the smoke. Does he know Eluse is right there? I think they might have avoided each other, and he's just sitting inside the smoke right now. Can he get this bomb kill? Yes, he does. He gets 2 kills massively, and Juice will take him down, but still 2 versus 2. That puts the advantage here for Xenocide. The bomb hasn't even gone down yet, and Scott could take down Callow, which would only leave Juice, and yes, he does. So now the 1 versus 2, the bomb not even planted. This is going to be very tough for Juice, as he's just sitting here on the bomb site. It might have disconnected. Oh, no, he hasn't. He has not disconnected, and they were trying to go for the knife, I think, but they realized he's back, so Scott will get the kill. Xenocide 7 rounds, a 2-round advantage. Now they pop on over to the breach side.
Yeah, Xenocide was 7 coalition-sided rounds on raid. It's definitely looking good for Xenocide. Dynamic Gaming hasn't won a pistol round yet. They've lost 3 pistol rounds, 2 on Canals, and the first pistol round here on raid. So let's see if they can finally pick one up. They're stacked on the A bomb site, which is where they want to be. It's where Xenocide is coming.
Oh my goodness here. MVP already. 2 massive frags. Takes down Callow and Pretzels, and Dynamic Gaming might not be able to win another pistol round. Yeah, they might be 0-4 right now. Yep. Loose Clutch. My goodness. Juice has to find an ace, and he will not do that. Just 1 kill. Xenocide 4 for 4 on pistol rounds.
Yeah, definitely an area for Dynamic Gaming to improve in the future. Winning a single pistol round on Canals would have won the entire map for them. Here's Pretzels with the low eco FP6.
And Clutch, though, he comes in with the M18A7.
I think Clutch has used more different guns
than any other player. Scott, the AR-15. Double headshot. Very nicely done there. As MVP as well, 2 kills. Can he get the 3rd? Yes, he can. Cleans it up. Xenocide 4 rounds away from booking their spot in the grand finals. Or at least in the, not the grand finals. Apologies there, the consolidation finals.
Clutch stays on the M1887 shotgun. I'd love to see him charge mid-vents. What you do? You grab that M1887, run mid, drop into vents immediately, run into the B-bomb site, shoot a couple people in the back. But he's going to be more traditional.
You can see here, Max is also joined for Dynamic Gaming. I wonder who they're subbing out here for Max. Maybe it's Ruben. He's had a tough set of games, but...
Also maybe Juice, if Juice has been having connection issues.
This is
Ping
true.
difficulty.
We'll have to see next round, but Xenocide now. Gonna make a push on over towards B, but Callow hasn't spotted anyone out yet. I don't know if he's heard them, but finally does find one on the MVP. Scott will take him out. And now Dynamic Gaming under attack from B. Only 2 players on the B site right now. There's gonna be finally Chris to rotate on over from Tons, but he's a little bit slow to rotate. I think he's finally gonna make his decision to go over towards ramp. But Xenocide also very slow in this push. Yeah, Pretzels will take down Scott from behind. So Xenocide, if they want to make this happen, they're going to have to go quick. Around 30 seconds left on the clock. And to lose, he's going to have to look right below him. And with 3 players left to contend with, this is not going to be easy. He knows one is below him, one's right in front of him, and he couldn't get the kills. So Dynamic Gaming pulled back 6-9, a 3-round differential.
And it looks like Callow... No, Callow stays. Chris leaves the server. Max comes in. Chris goes out. But I think Chris actually bought up before he left the server.
Interesting. We'll see what Max can do now as he is the first player to sub in. A very crucial moment, too, because Dynamic Gaming, their back's against the wall. They have to win this game. Xenocide, the 4 rounds away from winning this matchup. and moving on.
Genocide really being so patient, pushing up mid, hanging out at gravel. Made some noise over towards B long, is already rotated completely.
Yeah, this is going to be a slow hit. I think they're trying to go over towards A, but already 2 of their mid players are taken out by Callow. So Dynamic Gaming strike back at a 3 versus 5 now. It should be an easy hold on this A bomb site. Yeah, Scott, they mistimed this flashbang, and Pretzels is going to maybe even get a 3K here. Runs out of ammo. Could he take down MVP? I don't know if he does. Oh, he might. He might go for this kill. No, he can't. MVP takes down Pretzels, but Max will shut him out, so he gets hit that kill right there. So 7-9. Xenocide look a little bit stumped here, and they don't have money to buy, so Dynamic Gaming could easily tie this one up.
Yeah, great job by Max, seeing some action in his first round. Picks up a kill. Now subbed in for Chris. Chris was a bit of a hero, a bit of an all-star back on Canals.
Right. Lots of impact on very crucial rounds. And Xenocide now adjusting for the very quick play. They don't have much to give, and they're not going to get much either. So, Callow gets 3. And that's that round. Dynamic Gaming could tie it up right here. But Xenocide, it looks like they're going to buy up, even with the Loose and MVP not having too much in their bank accounts.
Right, and I wonder what you often see when what you're doing isn't working here on Raid. You just go back to good old-fashioned B-long, heaven camp. But Ruben already opens up with a kill.
Yeah, Ruben's been doing better so far, and Dynamic Gaming, they are definitely looking like they have a fire under them right now. Not wanting to get eliminated. And Xenocide, I mean, Eluse was a little bit late to the party. He bought out after his team had already made their way over towards B long. So, we'll see what can be done. Yeah, Ruben will get taken out there as Scott finds a kill, but Callow will be very hard to deal with. Eluse doesn't know that Callow's sitting right there. He didn't shoot, and now he's aware. Takes some damage. And jumping out from heaven is one of the toughest things to do all the time. So Juice now will find not a single kill, actually. Surprisingly, Vape covers his teammate excellently, and Callow finds 1, but he won't get anything else there. Max, can he find another? Yes, he can. And now it's on the 1 versus 1. Eluse versus Max. The bomb will be spotted there. And Max, a crucial kill. 3-0 now, making huge strides for his team. The substitute comes in and makes himself maybe permanent. That's a very crucial kill and ties up Dynamic Gaming now.
Yeah, very well played by Max. That duel was essential. Max comes in. You know, he's not rusty. He doesn't have to get loose, get warmed up. He's already making impact for his team.
Oh,
And,
double kills.
Oh my god.
There we go. Juice and Ruben taking down Scott and Clutch already. Xenocide, their A hit is stymied. And now they have to make their way on over to the A bomb side with only 3 players, not even a pincer maneuver, just a brute force attack. And it seems they're going to be stopped in their tracks. Callow lines up 2, and Vape out of the round as well. Callow gets a 3K, and Dynamic Gaming, they take the lead. This is Xenocide's map pick.
Dynamic Gaming with a fire under their bellies and a come from behind on the coalition side of Raid. This is astonishing. I don't think we've seen this many coalition side round wins on Raid ever.
Yeah, with the Breach side usually has an easy time as long as they use their utility well, but Xenocide have been looking a little bit scared to use their utility, it seems, or maybe just the lack of utility. Right? You can see they're pushing quickly, but Ruben has been good on the spams. And there's 4 players right there. Scott, they're very careful right now, a little bit too careful. MVP finds 1, and maybe just not aggressive enough. Eluse now the last player over towards heaven. They were just sitting in the corner, hoping that the spam would end. That's not the Xenocide I typically know. They're usually out and about, aggressively pushing, taking the fight on their own terms, and it seemed like Xenocide were just a little bit scared right then.
They can assume, I believe safely, that Eluse is in heaven.
Yep.
Now they
can
know for
confirm it.
sure. And this may be a 50-second waiting game if Eluse is even able to save.
It will not be. Max shuts him out. Max has been a good substitute so far for Chris. Take
That's
a look at the
11
scoreboard.
rounds.
Yeah, 5-0. If we can pull up the scoreboard, it's Scott and MVP at the top right now for Xenocide as well as Vape, but Callow and Juice also 13 kills, a very common kill number. 5 players on the server have 13 kills.
I want to mention this was a moment we had on Canals as well with 11 round wins. If Dynamic Gaming had won even a single pistol or anti-eco round, this map would already be finished.
Right. But Dynamic Gaming struggling on those pistol rounds, giving Xenocide a glimmer of hope. And, well, Xenocide, they've won from being down 9-12. They did it last map. They could very well do it again. Now Flash will come out, won't blind Pretzels, though. And he's sitting, just waiting. That smoke doesn't really blind anybody, actually. Doesn't obscure the vision. And Loose will get taken out. Vape now, just a 1 versus 3, and he will get blinded. He will get taken out. 12-9, and it's Deja Vu on Canals. Dynamic Gaming up 3. Can they close it out this time? It looks highly likely. Xenocide have been looking a little bit flatter on their breach side than that of Canals.
Yeah, absolutely unexpected moving into the second half to be looking at this 12-9 scoreline eventually. Look, here's Max, moves to mid. Eluse, the late peek, gets a kill on him.
Yeah, and I think is going to see Clutch here as well, trying to take out Juice. That flash will try and stop the vision, and Clutch will win the fight as well. Xenocide looking like they're coming alive. Right back at the perfect time. This looks exactly like Canals. Eluse finds another kill. And Xenocide with their backs against the wall, it seems this is where they perform the best. Eluse will get taken out, but they know exactly where Pretzels is now, and MVP should shut him out. Yes, he will. Xenocide, 3 rounds needed to win this out. Dynamic Gaming only need 1, but Xenocide, it seems at the last moment, they pull out what's needed.
Dynamic Gaming with plenty of money to buy back in. They'd love to win this round. Another 12-13 loss would be absolutely devastating. There's a TRG on the ground for some reason. It's Eluse, not going towards mid this time. And what is Xenocide up to? They know they've got to win this round, and they've got a player everywhere. They've got a player in Boiler. Ooh, Kalo might get timing right here.
Yeah, Vape, perfect little slit through the door. Perfect crack. He spots one out, so he's able to pull off in a little cheeky maneuver. Gives the advantage here to Xenocide, and that's what they need. Can't be losing players in a 4v5 when they're down 2 rounds. Remember, Xenocide at least have a lifeline. More than that, Dynamic Gaming. Dynamic Gaming lose, they're out. And Vape finds another one, a 5 versus 3. With a minute left on the clock, Eluse could really take Juice in for a ride, but he won't. Juice will take down Eluse. It's now sitting over towards spawn. I think they have control of the A-bomb site, and the bomb will get planted. So Clutch now sits and waits for the retake to come in. We'll take down Pretzels, a nice headshot there, and Juice is fully aware. Yeah, he's been spotted out now. And that nade does good amount of damage. Flashbang come out, and yes, they will take down Juice. The last player's Max. He's the substitute. He's been doing very well. He finds another kill, actually. But can he stop this bomb from being detonated? Doesn't look likely. With 3 players from Xenocide, they won't give this up. And Scott will deny him that. Xenocide, once again, another round. Are we going to see Deja Vu? Are we going to see the exact same situation, Warren, from Canals? They're down 3 rounds, 9-12, and they could win it 13-12.
My gosh, we've got 2 more rounds to find out if Xenocide is able to pull this off. They'll really just be winning a game they were supposed to win in a more spectacular fashion than anyone expected.
No mistakes, though. They can't be making any early errors, and Vape could be making a first one right here. He's pulling out over towards B long alone, but he'll think better of that. Just sit out and wait instead of trying to go for that B long peak. Ruben has really come to form, 15 and 16 now after a slow start. Doing much better at this point, but they're going to need to perform better if they want to win this game. 2 more lifelines here for Dynamic Gaming. And that nade tagging Juice down quite a bit. If they throw another one, they could really do some damage, and Juice is just playing with fire. Those bullets whizzing past his face. And that nade, another bit of damage done. Juice could throw this flash, but he'll reveal his position. The bomb will make its way on over towards B, it seems.
No, actually, we've got Xenocide moving into mid. Pretzels is here if they test vents. He gives shot through floor spam.
Yeah, we haven't seen the floor spam very often. Clutch is able to pull it off, and Xenocide now 4 versus 5. They're going to make their way on over towards A, and all they have to deal with is Max. Juice will rotate over along with Callow, but it's going to be slow, and Max is now calling for rotations. That smoke botched a little bit, but that flash perfectly popped. Max has no idea. He cannot see, and now the bomb will get planted onto the A bomb site with just in the nick of time. MVP gets it down, and, well, Ruben finds one. This retake is on, but Callow has to find another one as well. It's a 2 versus 3, and the HP heavily favoring Xenocide right now. And is Xenocide really going to do this again? Are they really going to pull off the 13-12? They're saving. Dynamic Gamer conceding a round, and Ruben, will he even survive? He's pretty close to the bomb. He's going to have to go a lot further than where he's at to survive, I believe.
Yeah, he's headed for the hills as far away as he can get. They're really going to need these rifles. Max can't afford to buy next round. Pretzels can't afford a full buy next round.
I think Xenocide might do it. They might pull off the 13-12 again. This is as close as it gets both rounds. Both maps.
In the 25th round, rifles being passed around, the economy of Dynamic Gaming broke in there. They're seeing what kind of buy they can put together. And okay, there's some M4s in the mix, but they've got all rifles, not full sets of grenades. Juice, this B-long position can be just such an absolute nightmare to play, and Ruben already goes down. Juice, unable to trade.
This is looking dire for Dynamic Gaming. Xenocide, 5 versus 4. In the last round of the game, I will be incredulous if Xenocide pull off another comeback like this, a 3-round comeback. Wait, what the hell is that? Wallbang headshot through the box, B long. You can't do Juice like that. 2 dead bodies, B long. This is a graveyard here. Not B long. Rename that spot. Xenocide now so close to winning, and Pretzels loses his duel too. Scott denying Dynamic Gaming any sort of hope here. 2 versus 5, and the bomb, it can go anywhere really, but it's gonna go over towards A. Max finally takes down Vape, and Scott as well as Low, so there's an opportunity here, but with so many players on Xenocide still alive, Clutch will take out Callow. It's just down to Max. The sub has to make the 1 versus 4 clutch, and it won't happen. Xenocide 13-12 twice again from 9-12 down. Xenocide win it out, and they show why they are the superior team today.
Wow, Mark, 13-12 on 2 maps for a 2-0 victory for Xenocide, moving into the next round of the consolidation bracket. Congratulations to Dynamic Gaming, playing extremely well from the underdog position, almost taking both maps, building a 12-9 lead on both maps. Again, I want to shout out they lost 4 pistol rounds and 4 anti-ecos. Both games so winnable if they'd won a single pistol round. But that's it. Dynamic Gaming goes home in 4th place. Xenocide moves on to battle in a best of 3 against the loser of the next winner's bracket match between Underestimated and Elevate.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this matchup, Underestimated versus Elevate. It's a best of 1, so it's going to be a little scrappier, right? There's not going to be as many tactics pulled out. There's a lot on the line, I would say. So these teams are probably going to, maybe pull out some interesting things that we might not have seen before, just in an attempt to, scare their teammates or scare their opponents, right? They don't really have much of a buffer, right? Even if you're down a map, that's it, right? You have to go down to the consolidation files to play against a tough Xenocide who we just saw very, very resilient, down 9-12 every single time, and they were able to pull it off all 4 pistol rounds too. So I'm curious to see how these pistol rounds will go for Underestimated versus Elevate. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Dynamic Gaming being sent off in 4th place, like you said, Warren, and we should be back for this next best of 1, the upper bracket finals here for Underestimated versus that of Elevate. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be right back.
All of the retakes that Hammers were attempting, so good stuff from them so far, but seems like Alpha is the one left alive, and there is some time left. He is able to get the second one. Oh, this could be great from Alpha. He has gotten a double kill here. All he needs to do is wait out the time. Oh, that nade! Look at the HP! He's gonna peek it. Noxic understands it, but Alpha able to get the last kill. They're not committing to any peaks though. Oh, and he might get caught off guard. Noxic does take down Stratus, but he was able to take down Melody. Now it's down to 1v1. All that Genis has to do here is just play on time. Oh no, Noxic. No. That is one way to stop the round. He played that perfect. Genis was just, the more important the breach rounds are, the more important the pistol round is, and Phoenix not able to take the pistol round in a very breach side important map here.
Ooh, and the grenade. Getting lots of damage.
My God.
Oh my goodness. Melody for 3, Zion for 2, and let's just go ahead and slap.
Push that belong area, which isn't actually the worst decision because 4 players are oriented more towards the A side of things here, so yeah, okay, that closes it though. Has able to get a 2-piece, and this is a very easy shutdown eco round, so this could really go any direction here. There's one player on site that is Raze, and he's able to put in some effort. Oh, and that's nasty. That's second kill on EXZ, but I feel like a lot of these rounds could have, the loss could have been avoided if Invictus did something better, but there you go. That's definitely something better. Yep.
Bird. Really just, right now, G9's looking really good. I say that. Free gets an absolute domination quad kill, as I try to say. The G9 is looking real good.
Just down to Vape. 74 armor, 30 HP. What can be done here? The bomb's out in the open, and Vape will get spotted out here. Already taking pot shots, but Ariet does get taken down on 1 versus 1. Both players very low HP. 2 on the Vape and less than 10 on the Clone here. Who will get the tap properly? It's Vape who clutches it out. The pistol victory. Once again, turns Jets as quickly, and Max somehow gets the double kill. They line up. What? I don't believe it. This is a game of clutches so far, and oh, can he get the spray down? Clone gets 3-4. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Can he get the ace right now? Juice trying to slow it down for him. Yes, Clone gets the ace.
Is able to win his first
And Coldy
duel.
too. Yeah, Coldy's been just popping off. A triple kill there from Coldy and Art. See, impacts spam damage, but it seems like maybe just a couple of kills here and there. Oh no, maybe 3 kills actually from Impact, living up to his name. Up the end of tracks, S-Gen now have a lot of work to do to hold on. Oh, Hoodie somehow gets the jumping headshot onto Yuri, and he's made this possible. Now he has to go plant immediately. Not too much time left, but he will plant safely and get that off. So Coldy now in the 1 versus 1 against Hoodie. Can Hoodie win this one out? He's done damage onto Coldy, and yes, he'll win it somehow. Makes the clutch happen. The 1 versus 2 Hoodie
To be tested. Isaac could find a nice timing here though, and there is a spray down for
the
3.
triple kill. Oh my goodness, double headshot protects it. the bomb site as best he can. Coldy runs out through. He does get that first kill. He gets the second kill as well. Can he get the third? He knows that there's folks coming through quickly, and Isaac takes one down as well. This shotgun doing so much damage, and will be the kill, and Max now could take down Isaac. And if so, that would leave Impact all alone. 10 seconds left. Max, will he run through the smoke and try to take down Isaac? No, he won't. The bomb will go down, but he will take down Isaac after the fact. And Impact, can he get him? Yes, he does. Max comes in for the double kill and takes down Elevate's hopes. Concede this round. Impact wants to save maybe his hog. Finds Juice, actually. Does some damage. And Isaac is very low, but Impact has already found 2, actually. Can he find Clone? Yes, he finds 3 somehow. And now they are going for this retake. Does he know that Andrew's right above him? I don't think he's aware. Does he spot him out? Yes. Yes, Andrew finally takes down Impact, but now just down to Isaac. Can he take down Andrew? Yes, he can. Somehow the 2 versus 4 works out in Elevate's favor.
Maybe away from his device. Stuck there in Coalition spawn. Impact pushing out far through vents.
Oh yeah, he could
Does
get 2
find a
kills here.
great
He
timing.
does.
Let's go with Yol, able to get the double right there.
Yeah,
So we
Yoy,
got proximity and Faye.
I guess it's Yoy. Speaking of proximity, coming and trying to go for the 3K. He's got the dip. Oh man, look at this. He's moving back and forth. He's got the dance moves. Trying to get the drop shot, and he comes up with it like it's no problem at all. But he makes it look easy.
So the shoulds too, but unfortunately, they kept it super easy across the board. Ooh, that was
Speaking of proximity. Two versus 1 here. Reborn, last player of the life. Ooh, he's got the angle. And he's able to pick up the headshot there. Doink and doink. 7 HP for May, 20 for Reborn. Starts with the pre-fire. He's got to be so careful. Flashbang come out. He's going to go ahead and juke around, try to hit him in the back. That bomb is slowly ticking down. Ooh, May's just positioned fantastically here.
Can he get the elbow? He can.
Elbow. Pressure to elevate Phoenix. Still trailing by 6 here. That flashbang can really come in clutch. You've got to be able to come up with this doink doink and 2 Eerie getting the headshot and getting dropped down out of their officer by the Reborn, but Reborn was able to pick up 1 kill.
1, switch to the other 1, and then all of a sudden, they came for the what? Oh, triple kill for May and Asia to finish off the last one.
Ori trying to go for the 2K. He's going to do about 50% of damage to that player over there. Tanks creeping up here. Flashbang out. Finds 1. Gets the other one. About to go for another 3K. And he's going to be able to do it. Has 2 3Ks in a row here for Mr. Tanks.
They're looking back and forth. Uri just missing him. Oh, gets the quick flick. And you were talking about that flick. Just look at that. Look at that to the face.
Yeah. It's a 2 versus 2, and the bombs have planted. Atheno trying to go ahead and increase their lead back to 3. It's all to Prex here to clutch this up, and somehow he's going to be able to do it.
All right.
Orion Legion with their line of sights crossed, but not where they needed to be pointed.
Finaliza o slow, Valier double kill no Albang, leva mais um, Akazegudan Spray 2 pra contar, 15 Valiari, triple kill pra ele, levando também o Ace, fazendo a trade do Máfia, vai subindo ali pelo bombe, 2, conseguiu levar, meu Deus, deixou ralfado. Algumas utilitárias, Tura acabou pegando o avanço do Henrico, já caiu a primeira kill, Rafa consegue levar o Demarias, double, triple kill pra ele, no meio do caminho, meta um monstro e leva um, sobrando apenas o Fanático, na play pra tentar levar 4, nossa, que azar. Que azar, Eros na play, double kill no mesmo spray, ele enfilera, leva Turimon, sobrando 1x1. Smocou a C4, fez o clique,
Fez o fake
vai
ali.
pra play, já tem a info,
Nossa,
clutch do
levou
Eros, levanta a
tudo.
placa que tem clutch dele,
Olha
Eros na
só.
play, 1x3, ele... Henrico Lee segurou o spray, 1, 2, 3, 4 kills pra ele, Henrico Lee atropela a equipe da
Meu
Surge.
Deus do céu!
Poxa,
Tem razão. Mas com certeza seria uma ajuda, né?
com certeza, facilitaria bastante o serviço. Olha o Henrico, triple kill pra ele, double kill de Eros. Não tá sendo suficiente, meu Deus, olha o spray de Maria.
Olha o De Maria!
3, 4K pra ele. Segurou todo mundo.
After a barn burner of a 2-0, I can't believe that was a 2-0, Warren. That was 13-12 and 13-12 on the map of Canals and Raid, respectively. We see Xenocide move on after their matchup versus Dynamic Gaming. Dynamic Gaming put up a huge fight in both of these maps, and unfortunately, they did not win a single pistol round. So if they had won pistol rounds, maybe they would have had a little bit more success there. But you can see here, Warren's cat is also a little bit disappointed in what DYG's, inability to move on. Either way, that is our first contender to be eliminated from the final tournament. We will be seeing Xenocide move on to the consolidation finals, and we'll be seeing who they will meet in this game, Underestimated versus Elevate. Warren, these two teams are very stacked, and obviously with both of them winning their best of ones yesterday, there's a lot to talk about here.
Oh, absolutely. We'll look at Underestimated first. They were the underdogs, but they managed to come into the final tournament with the first seed. They won main tournament number 2. They got 5th place in main tournament number 1 here in Season 5. Coming together recently, you see they've only got 11 maps won and 4 maps lost. That's not a lot of maps played, but looking across their players, you recognize the names VPOP, Argonaut, Cossin, Waptor, Gloxy, Chelly, Def, Arm. So a lot of firepower coming in. But let's compare it to the very, very experienced team of Elevate.
Yeah, Elevate, they are very, very well known here. The Circuit Season 4 winners, right, from North America as well. They won the main tournament number 1 for Season 5, and Embers of Victory Season 2 winners as well. You can see a lot more maps played, 89 to be exact, 55 maps won, 34 maps lost. And you can see Troop, Agonized, Hoodie, Capo, Rap, Isaac, Clone, and Annoy, the players to be looking out for. The ratings, once again, very strong here for Elevate. I mean, similar to that of Underestimated. Underestimated have lots of good rated players, but they just don't have as many maps played. So, speaking of maps, which map are we going to play? It is a best of 1 after all, so we will not be seeing a typical picks and bans, right? It's not going to be, ban, pick, ban, ban, pick. It's going to be all bans until the last map. So let's see here what they're going to get rid of. First, Soar. We did see Soar actually, and that was Elevate's pick yesterday, but they banned that one from Underestimated side. Village gone out of it, and Port as well. We've neither seen those. Well, we haven't seen Port very much this season. Raid gone as well. We just saw Raid, so we will not be seeing a repeat of the exact same map in this best of 1. Legacy gone as well. We haven't seen that too much. in as far as North America goes. And so we're getting into a little bit of the more popular maps here. Bureau out of the cards here. Elevate will not be playing Bureau, a map that they have done pretty well in the past, to be frank, but you know, they don't necessarily want to play that one right now. Plaza out of the cards here for Underestimated, not a map that they typically enjoy to play. I think they're pretty even on that map, 2-2, and a little bit of an advantage there to Elevate. So Canals also gone. We will not be seeing Canals, so that leaves us with Grounded, a map that is quite interesting. Warren, we have commentated Grounded plenty of times before, but recently, to be entirely honest.
Yeah, Grounded's been very, very banned lately. Here in Season 5, we used to see, I mean, every best of 3 had at least one game on Grounded. Such a popular, such a traditional, such a highly played map, and a bit of a coalition-sided map. But yeah, it's kind of back to a classic for Underestimated versus Elevate, and it's only a best of 1. So they're only going to be playing on Grounded.
Yeah, this is going to be, you know, very, very interesting, I would think, because this is certainly a map that neither of these teams is extremely strong on. Underestimated have 1 win and 1 loss on the map of Grounded. Elevate have 8 wins and 9 losses on the map of Grounded. So they're pretty even. They're about 50-50 right now. Underestimated, once again, a lot less maps played. And I'm actually going to give Underestimated a little bit of the edge here because they have less maps played. They've probably looked at Elevate's, you know, style of playing Grounded, and Elevate maybe don't have as much to go off of for Underestimated. Underestimated with only 2 maps played, they could really change something up pretty quickly versus, you know, there's 17 matches played for Elevate. They you know, Underestimated can look through all of those demos and see, you know, how do they like to play, who plays here typically, did they adjust something here and there. So a lot less information for Elevate to go off of, but I think they're going to play to their strengths. Though Grounded is not one of their huge strengths, I think this should be an interesting matchup, and I think it's going to be, once again, a pretty tight game.
Absolutely. I think Grounded's a very balanced map, and these are 2 very well-matched teams. I don't think it's at all fair to call Underestimated the underdog anymore. They're not as seasoned. They're not quite the veterans that Elevate are, but they've shown themselves to be a great team. And what we've ended up with in this final tournament is 4 great teams. We just saw in Dynamic Gaming versus Xenocide as well. I think that this game is very important. Either team could win, and you want to win. In a tournament with teams this strong, the safest way to the end is to play as few games as possible. If you head down into that consolidation bracket after this game, both of these teams could beat Xenocide, and Xenocide could beat both of these teams. If it had been Dynamic Gaming advancing in the consolidation bracket, Dynamic Gaming also capable of taking both of these teams out. The only safe play you can make here is win this best of 1 and move into tomorrow's final without having to play Xenocide.
Yeah, and I think if Underestimated lose this one, it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. I mean, they have done well. You know, they've obviously had lots of success when it comes to, you know, doing reverse comebacks and things of this sort, especially against Xenocide, right? They did win that reverse comeback 1-2, 2-1 versus Xenocide when they played Plaza, Raid, and Village last main tournament, which was less than a week ago. That was on Sunday that we saw that. So these teams are getting a lot of practice in, you know, just by playing the actual game itself and then competing. Outside of the practice, I'm not sure what the regiment is like with scrims or, you know, playing ranked or things like that. But either way, I think these teams are really well. And Underestimated, they are, you know, they've shown that they are a contender here in Elevate. You know, I'm actually a little bit worried for them. I think that Underestimated have a pretty good shot at taking this map on Grounded over Elevate.
I think so. I'd give a slight advantage to Underestimated. Not much of one. I mean, Elevate is a great team. Underestimated is a great team. But on the strength of play that we've seen lately, I do think the balance tips in favor of Underestimated. But before we move forward, let's mention, Mark, Zuvi and the Top Clip Contest. Our sponsor, Zuvi.
Absolutely. So Zuvi is a sponsor of the Critical Ops Circuit. There's this Top Clip contest that we have said many a time before, but if you are not aware, you can download Zuvi here via the QR code on the screen or onelink.to/Zuvi. If you're in the circuit, you can use that hashtag Critical Ops Circuit for a chance to win $200. If you're a casual, you can use hashtag Critical Ops Casual for a chance to win $130, with the winners being announced right in October and November for when a lot of the other tournaments happen. So we appreciate you for supporting Zuvi, and those of you in the audience, if you have some cool clips, you could just win some money perhaps by just playing the game and recording. So lots of opportunity there. So we appreciate Zibby once again. And there will be a giveaway later on in the stream towards the end of it. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for the giveaway towards the end of the stream. We will be also having a stream later for the consolidation finals today. So you'll be seeing a lot more Critical Ops, right? This best of one. Then we'll be seeing a best of 3 after this with a little bit of a break in between. So I think that should be good. And, the best of 3, obviously with Xenocide there, and, the next team to lose this one will determine what team we see in that best of 3. But that'll be tough, I think, for Xenocide. They are well-seasoned. They did only play 2 maps. They didn't play 3. But that being said, they're going to have to play another best of 3, which is a guaranteed at least 4 maps on the day today. There's teams that played as little as 2 games total to get to the grand finals, right? Whichever team wins this one will only have played 2 games total. Xenocide might have had to play up to about 6 games. So a lot more games, a lot more maybe tiredness, but also on the contrary, a lot more experience, right? In the current era and meta of Critical Ops. So maybe they have more understanding of, where the nades should go and things like that. But Xenocide, once again, a very tough team to play against. They've shown that against Dynamic Gaming. Dynamic Gaming thought they had them on the ropes, and, well, they were able to pull it off. So we'll see here of Underestimated and Elevate who will have to face off against Xenocide. I'm going to give Underestimated the victory here. Warren, I think they're going to win versus Elevate. I think it's going to be 13-11. It's going to be a very close game, but I think it's going to be Underestimated to win it.
Yeah, Underestimated has been very consistent lately. I think that it's only a best of 1. I think Underestimated takes it away.
Okay. So we both have our predictions in. Underestimated versus Elevate. We both have it. And I think it's going to be a pretty close game. And the players are joining. We do have to wait a few minutes here. They are slowly starting to get into the matchup, and then we'll have the knife round ready for you, ladies and gentlemen. But either way, who do you think is going to win it? I think this is a pretty fun match, a little bit less pressure, right? Because it's not an elimination match. So whichever team wins it will have a very nice, shoe into the grand finals. Whichever team loses it still has an opportunity to play against Xenocide. But I don't think opportunity is the right word. I think it's more of has to, right? They are forced to play against Xenocide, which I don't know if any team really enjoys playing against Xenocide. They are a tough opponent.
Yeah, Xenocide is scary. Elevate is scary. Underestimated is scary. Like you said, low pressure, but not that low. You really want to win. You really want to move forward. You really want to have to not face Xenocide. And I'm curious the looks we'll get, because Grounded, together with Bureau, is probably traditionally, over the years, the absolute most played map, at least in North America, but I think in many regions. And here in Season 5, we haven't seen nearly as much of it. The meta around Grounded before was a lot of, on the Coalition side, you may play very, very, very far back on the B bomb site, as little as one single player at the gray Jeep by the tower with a good head glitch can defend the entire bomb site. It's very difficult to plant safely on B, even if you're able to move to the plant zone. There's just many, many wall bangable angles. There's not enough smoke grenades to completely cover a fairly quick rotation from the A bomb site. And the A bomb site can be so very difficult to defend against a rush that you do want to stack 3 or 4 players over there. So we'll see if that's still how it plays out. Grounded tends to have slower rounds, a lot more playing for picks, a lot more late round rotations where you may have just barely given enough information to bait a single player's rotation halfway across the map. So we'll see. What in North America, a lot of times Grounded can just come down to gunfights. Just which team is hitting the headshots. Yeah,
and I think Grounded is interesting because the rotations between the bomb sites is very long. It is not easy to rotate, which is why typically I think they'll have players playing tower or the truck area, or maybe even towards connector and A mid, because then they can see over towards B at the very least. But these are not quick rotations, so if a hit does come in, it will be really reliant upon the folks that are on that specific bomb site. And I know we've had some changes with the map over the past few updates, but it is certainly a map that has been a staple. Actually, checking the stats on Mobile Esports, 15% of the maps played in Circuit Season 5 are Grounded. 20% are Bureau, and actually 20% are Raid. So Raid and Bureau are becoming the top most popular maps in Circuit Season 5, followed by Grounded and then Port and Plaza. Canals is 9.5%, And then Legacy is 4.2%. Same with Soar and Village at only 1.9% of maps played in all of Circuit Season 5. So, Warren, that kind of gives us, I think, a little bit of a better understanding to how these maps are going down. And we should be ready. Both of these teams, I believe, are in, and we will begin into the pistol round very shortly now. As we'll see Elevate and Underestimated duke it out here in the map of Grounded. I like the updates that have happened to Grounded. It looks like a cleaner map for sure. Some changes in the past few updates, and the devs have obviously updated it to make it a little bit more modern, right? A little bit more clean with the lighting and whatnot. So I kind of enjoy it, Warren.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good-looking map, and it'll be the first time we're casting in the finals with all these changes, and it's going to look good. It's going to be one of the prettiest Groundeds we've ever seen, no matter how it goes.
Yeah, I think the A bomb site will be an interesting place to take, and B has been, refined a little bit. The glass area over towards B is, the entrance is not directly towards the bomb site. It's off to the left a little bit, so that will change the way either the coalition or the breach either attacks or defends it, right? They're going to stay in that area, or they're going to, be a little bit further back. Either way, we should begin into the knife round right now, as you can see on the screen. And ladies and gentlemen, this should be pretty fun. Both teams ready and waiting to get this game on forward. And here we go. The knife round is starting. So I believe we have that of Underestimated on the side of the breach, and Elevate on the side of the coalition, I believe. But we'll see here how it actually ends up going. Yeah, Underestimated on the breach, Elevate on the coalition, and it seems like Elevate Troop actually, whoa, okay, all right, 3 knife kills, very tactical, and Elevate, that's the closest I've seen a knife round go. Warren, that was pretty exciting. Troop, very nicely done there for Elevate, and we'll see here how they start and which side they start on, and Troop is not one of their starting players either, interestingly enough.
Oh, that was fun, Mark. I know knife rounds are not of tremendous importance, but I'm certain that I have never seen a 1 versus 3 clutch in a knife round. Troop may have done a circuit record for 1v many knife round win.
That was pretty cool. Pretty swaggeroni, as some might say. That maybe that was not a cool word to say on stream. Either way, we'll get on into this one. Underestimated versus Elevate. I feel like with Elevate winning, they're going to pick the breach. Okay, yeah, they do pick the breach side. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Underestimate on the coalition side. Elevate want to start on a little bit more of the difficult side, say. Unless you're attacking B. B can be pretty, tough to defend from the coalition side. But we'll see here. Underestimated now. Starting on the coalition. And we'll see. The flash comes out here from Underestimated. Elevate making their way on over towards A already, and the bomb will get planted by Isaac. So Elevate already planted the bomb, and it's going to be a 5 versus 5 retake on the pistol. We see it a decent amount, actually, a full 10-player engagement on the pistol rounds, but the bomb ticking down already. Troop taken out of the round. He clutched a knife round, so he won't be in service here, but there's a lot more space you can see here on this A bomb site already, and it's going to allow Underestimate to really get hold of this bomb site and defuse the bomb very easily. Def comes in with a nice set of kills there, and the bomb defuse comes through Arm as well. Very nicely done. Has lots of money. $8,900 already. First round. That's incredible. With 1 kill.
Wonder if that may even be a bug in the Observer software to show $8,900. He didn't buy an AUG. But here we go. Here's Underestimated against a buy, because Elevate did get the plant. So there's 4 AKs in play here. And like we mentioned before, we might expect some slower rounds on this map. Elevate's already waiting out a smoke grenade. Carson does have some idea that Elevate is stacked in the cafe, and they're a rotation from Arm coming over, not all the way to B, but just slightly. Underestimated's ready to give away B mid and A mid. They're playing very, very far back. They don't know for sure yet if they're against rifles or pistols.
Here we go. Carson has a shooting gallery ahead of him. He's going to have to reload and hope that his teammates can support him. And yes, they do exactly that. But Troop actually will get the kill on the Carson. I don't think they were 100% aware of the weaponry they're against. And the AK versus the M4, the AK is going to win every duel in that sense. So I think this should be an interesting round, as with 40 seconds left, Elevate are going to hightail it over towards A, and Def is pretty pushed up here. It's going to be down to Gloxy to support him if Def does get taken out, and surely he's heard this now. He's going to get some damage. No! 0 damage onto Agonized, and now Gloxy is asking for some rotations, but no one has rotated off yet. Gloxy will have a tough task right now. He finds 1 kill, but he really needs his teammates to come on over. Chelly does find 1. And now Gloxy, trying to hold on for dear life, does take down Agonized, and just down to Annoy now. A 1 versus 2 as Chelly comes in with Arm. Annoy will get the bomb plant. But the 1 versus 2 is not easy, and Chelly now is going to be the first point of engagement, I believe. Yes, he spotted out, and he will take him out. So Annoy not able to clutch it out as Chelly swaps in now for an AK, and underestimated. They do get the second round, and it does come at a little bit of a cost. 3 players taken and Elevate. They were able to buy out, and with the bomb plant, they should be able to buy out again, I believe.
You can see Chelly running throughout the map looking for an AK. He says, hey, I want one too. Not able to find it. A lot of those kills were all the way over towards B-Long. He says, what the heck, I'll just buy an AUG.
Yeah, guns picked up here for underestimated. Elevate once again fully bought out. All the armor they need. Utility as well, and it's going to be a fast A play. Look at all the players over towards storage. Elevate waiting for this to come through, and yeah, the flash will come out, and that's already Agonized pushing on forward. Gloxy trying to do what he can. Def as well, sitting on this A bomb site. The defense holding strong so far. Arm as well finds 1. Def finds another, and can he get a second? Yes, he does. The teammates come in, and they swarm Elevate, and now Rap a 1 versus 5. He'll have to ace clutch this one if he wants to get anywhere. Gloxy now, last player. Yes, there's 2 kills so far already, and he could almost get that of Chelly, but no, Chelly stops Rap. He did take down 3 players, so Rap making that almost possible for Elevate, but underestimated off to a flying start. 3-0 right now, and Elevate are finally going to concede on the pistols.
Yeah, they didn't get the plant in the 3rd round, so they don't have quite enough money to force buy. They say we're going to take a round off, come back with SG551s next. Carson juggling some smoke grenades. They're going to keep Cafe good and smoked off. Look at Chelly backing away A mid quickly. That scanner's push scared the heck out of him, but there's no contact after a quick smoke grenade.
Yeah, Elevate taking this round slowly. Gloxy, though, wants to just eliminate them, get this match over with quickly. Because we're underestimated. You don't need to worry about us. We'll just beat you and get on our merry way. Rap taken out of the round, and underestimated looking for round number 4 now. It is Annoy. And Chelly, can he spot one over? Yes, he does. Take down Troop. So Chelly 6-1 now. And you can see underestimated having a grand time here on Grounded so far. Elevate, though, now have money to buy. And if Elevate can't win this rifle round, I will be a little bit worried, because then underestimated, they'll have proven this is 4-0 after 2 rifle rounds.
Yeah, Isaac on the U ratio now. The rounds have already been slow. I certainly expect that to remain the case as they play around this U ratio.
Annoy. Look, he's sitting so far back, hoping that there's someone from underestimated that's going to push out, but really it's just Carson. He's way far back over towards B. Underestimated have heavily moved their resources over towards A and A mid. And those nades forcing Elevate off the point. A mid abandoned now. See, Raptors trying to maybe find some semblance there, but it looks like a storage push is going to be in the cards here for Elevate. But maybe not. They're backing out. I think they're deciding where to go. And underestimated have a solid foundation set up here. You can see Arm is ready to rotate if necessary, and Chelly as well has been moving around A mid, not making himself easy to spot out. And it's B-Long that's actually going to be the target here. Elevate will not be able to make any mistakes, but with only 1 player, that's Carson, on the bomb site, they will have Arm ready to protect from Truck, but it's going to be mainly Arm and Carson. Carson spots 1 over, yes. Arm as well now, making his way on over Chelly. Doesn't spot anyone over towards B mid, so he knows it's all going to be over towards B long now. And with 15 seconds left on the clock, Elevate, they have to move it. They have to go quickly. And the bomb, if it can't make its way on over to the bomb site, Chelly is perfectly positioned to stop this. This is a interesting strat here from Elevate. They don't even have time to plant the bomb now, and Chelly is just going to try and kill him after time. Yes, he will. He get 1 kill. He get 2 kills as well. Rap, only one alive and deaf. Can he kill him? Yes, he will. Every player from Elevate, 3 of them at least taken out after time, but all of them dying and underestimated. They stand the test. Elevate, it seems they were a little bit flustered on the push. B long, they just ran out of time.
Yeah, and they moved so slowly through areas of the map that were completely free. Carson playing about as far back as is possible on grounded to play and still be defending the B site. By the time playing around that U ratio, Isaac got his first kill. There was 25 seconds left in the round. Oh, look at Def backing up quick, and these rotations are fast. Gloxy, Chelly, Def, all ready for this A push. Isaac with a quick scope in to kill Def. Gloxy does go down, so they should get the plant, but Chelly's already here.
Yeah, Arm as well. And now Carson chimes in as well. Chelly, can he get this kill? Yes, he can. They're just stopping Elevate with every single advantage they get. Now Carson and Chelly have to come in. Chelly does find another one. He's on fire, 11-1, and Carson chimes in as well. Underestimated 6-0. I don't think we saw the scoreline coming.
Not at all. I would say underestimated, a slight favorite to win, but this is a stomp so far. Certainly 11 kills, like you said, for Chelly, leading the way for underestimated. But Rap, the top fragger for Elevate, only has 4 kills. When your top fragger is going negative.
Yeah, Chelly almost has more kills than all of Elevate. Elevate has 12 and Chelly has 11. So this is not the Elevate we're used to seeing, not the Elevate that has won championships in the past. And they might be facing against Xenocide today. But we'll see here. Can Underestimated continue their dominance? They're 6-0 right now, maybe 7-0 this round too. And they have so much money as well.
Elevate, again, playing so slowly, moving so slowly up B mid, and again, underestimated, giving away this entire part of the map for absolutely free. Carson playing in this position.
Oh, good nade, too. Chunks down Isaac, Rap, and Troop. Not doing too much damage onto all of them, but a little across some of them. And so you can see here the nade goes out. It does more damage. Breaks the armor, too. Arm. Good utility usage, and the smokes come out, so this might be Elevate's best chance, but he does take down Annoy with 30 seconds left. Arm could do some more damage. Yes, he finds another one. Troop will take him out eventually, but it's a 3 versus 2 now. As if they could deny the bomb plant, I think this would be very crucial for them. Troop will finally get the bomb, but will they have the opportunity to plant? Gloxy now spots them out, and with 10 seconds left, they will get this bomb plant down. Now Elevate. Gloxy just trying to spot out over towards a truck. Now this becomes a little bit tougher for Underestimated. Isaac has a U ratio as well, and Troop just playing on top of the truck. It's a tough spot to fight against. Gloxy just rushes on forward. Oh, he does take down Def. A nice headshot there, and Gloxy will take down Isaac as well. Underestimated. Another round for their name. 7-0, and Def. What a nice. Well, you just eliminated there. That headshot.
And you can see, Mark, that B bomb site's so hard to take. Carson is defending it by himself, and in 3 rounds he's been attacked. He's actually only gotten 1 kill, and Elevate's still not able to successfully plant and defend the bomb on that site.
Yeah, his teammates have been really stepping it up for him, and just having a presence there, I think, really discourages Elevate from pushing so aggressively. So Carson, maybe the scarecrow or the distraction for his teammates over towards truck to actually get more damage.
He's actually peeking Cafe. And I think Elevate would play this slow even if they didn't have crucial entrances smoked off for the first 20 seconds of a round.
Low comes out here for underestimated, and yeah, Elevate have been slow on these rounds, and they really haven't been working. I'd be curious to see if they just tried an all-out rush, if that would help them. But Arm does spot one over towards B mid. He knows he has his teammates over towards B to support, so in case he needs to rotate over towards A, he can. But Elevate, once again, it doesn't look like they even know where they want to go.
There's only 37 seconds left in the round, Mark. And they finally are bringing the bomb towards B mid.
This could be successful, but they're going to need a lot of timing here as the flash does come out, and Carson already and Shelly find one apiece. Troop does trade out, but they've been very successful at denying the bomb plant. There we go. Troop is taken out at least, and I mean, an Agonized, he does get the bomb down, but a 3 versus 2. This is favored, underestimated in almost every single circumstance, but Agonized, he does find a kill in the actual truck, and they do have to take down Rap as well, who's over towards B mid, so this might actually be a chance, but Gloxy does take down Rap. They know exactly where Agonized is. He's been spotted under the truck, and, well, damage being done tremendously to him. He's taken out, underestimated, 8-0. This is not the score. I don't think the audience would have predicted this either.
I agree, Mark. This is an absolute stomp against Elevate, which is a great team. They played very well yesterday in their best of one. And they just have not really got any ideas here on this breach side. We've seen 8 rounds now, and besides the pistol, it's been 8 very, very slow rounds with no picks. If there is an opening kill, it comes in the second half of the round and isn't converted to any more than a bomb plant. Look, Chelly is almost all of the aggression from Underestimated's coalition side has come from Chelly. Until this round, Carson pushed all the way up towards Cafe. This is the closest he's played up B-Long in 9 rounds so far. And Isaac just seems to be blindly firing his U ratio.
Def, though, does get taken out, and this is one of the first few times Elevate's had a man advantage, but Chelly strips that away from them. Rap trying to find what he can, and Chelly, what they can do. Carson not caught off guard. Does take a lot of damage, and Gloxy as well gets another kill, so 3 versus 2 now. Isaac and Troop have it all to do with 35 seconds left. This might be tough. So we'll see here. Arm does find 2 players. He does get good damage done, but Carson finds one as well, and now just down to Isaac. It is a good opportunity for him, though, because there's low HP onto both Carson and Gloxy. But with 10 seconds left, Isaac just has to try and go for this kill, but Gloxy really just has to run away. Gloxy just doesn't die here, he'll win the round. He just needs to survive, and there we go. 9-0 now, underestimated. Could they pull off the 13-0? Is it possible?
The way Elevate is playing right now, Mark, I think it is possible. I mean, to lose a round on time in a 2 versus 2 after that many opening kills, except for in the most recent 9th round with Chelly and Carson playing forward, Underestimated's coalition strategy has been to give away almost the entire map for free. Elevate still just not moving towards bomb sites at all when there's any more than 35 seconds left in the round. You see here, even Def eats a full flash, and they don't even move in on him until the flash is worn off.
Chelly, though, could catch off. I know he does. And so evens it up into 3 versus 3. Agonized will get this bomb plant down, and Carson, can he take down Troop? Doesn't seem likely just yet. So the smoke does buy them a little bit of time as Chelly trying to go for the spam. Oh, he is accurate on point, but Rap being protected by one of the pillars. So we'll see here. Can they come in for the successful retake and keep it 10-0? It looks possible here as they will come in. Rap does get taken out, And Chelly now has to do the 1 versus 2 clutch. Can he do it? No, he can't. And Troop finally puts Elevate on the board. Their first round of the game. And it's round number 10.
Yeah, finally. I guess it takes some swaggeroni from Troop to close the round out. So you can't really count the knife round. So yeah, that's the first one. First one for Elevate, 9-1. Can they do it again? What happened was that they moved towards a bomb site. It almost feels like you're screaming at your teammates and pugs. This is the breach side. We've got to go plant the bomb.
Troop doing some good damage. And yeah, Carson actually doesn't have much money. So Elevate looking like they could pull 3 rounds back here. The rounds were pretty close as Def now is the last player standing, and he will get taken out from the side. Isaac uses that SG, knocks him out, and Elevate 2 rounds in a row, perhaps 3. That would be a lifesaver for them. They need a couple rounds at least on the breach side.
Indeed. And underestimated. Doesn't have a ton of money, but they need to spend it all. This is the last round of the half. Elevate. Kicking out grenades with the rest of their bank. Def. On an MR96, that is all he can afford. And his team indeed couldn't afford to drop a better gun over to him. But oh, it rings out.
There we go. MR96 popping back.
Def wisely not trying to go pick up that rifle. Chelly versus Troop here. This is going to be an important duel. Troop wins it, and that does draw big rotations towards A mid. All of Elevate moves towards Cafe. They've got a absolutely free B bomb site right now if they choose to move towards it. Arms still checking out A mid. Carson playing at the gray Jeep for information. And he sees the grenades. He says, hey guys, it's B. Arms already rotated.
Yeah, Elevate's starting to move a little bit quicker on these site takes, and I mean, it is the last round of the half, but you're glad to see them start adjusting, though. Carson does find the first frag onto this push, and Agonize and Annoy have to make the run to the bomb site. I think they're able to take one out. Carson does take down Annoy, and Agonize takes down Def. So a 2 versus 2 now as they answer back. Elevate now have to make a move, and actually the nade doesn't go exactly where he wants it. Gloxy might not be able to get this one down, and Agonize knows exactly where he is. Gonna throw that nade out. Can he take down Agonize? No, he won't. Not exactly where he wants it to be. So Gloxy now will have to attempt this 1 versus 2. He's out in the open. And Agonize hasn't really made a move yet. They double peek him, then yeah, it'll be perfect. But no, they don't. Troop taken out, and Agonize could lose this one. No, he won't. Elevate 3 in a row at the last bit of the half. And underestimated still, though. They have a 6-round advantage. And Elevate, they salvage what they could, but underestimate. If they win this pistol round, like they did in the beginning, well, then I think they're surely on track to win.
Absolutely. The only good news for Elevate is that they did win 3 rounds, and they won the 3 most recent rounds, so they've got a bit of momentum, and they're on the Coalition side now. But underestimated. Already moving forward. They're not taking their time. Already on to A, and Rap has got to be the best MR96 player in North American Critical Ops.
Been stellar right now, but underestimated. They're already on the bomb site. They will get the bomb plant down with ease. So Gloxy, at least they have that money for this team, but Annoy already here for this retake. Chelly, though, does find one and Wrap another kill with that MR. Long range pot shots you can see here in Elevate now coming in for this retake. Underestimate, just have to buy some time, but that flash will set them up for a perfect retake. As Elevate now slowly start to move on into this bomb site. The flash does go out. Don't think it blinds anyone a ton, and Carson now will eat that flash, but Gloxy, now they've gotten a kill, and Carson, what can he do? He does find 1 kill. Can he find another? No, he can't, but Troop answers back, and can he get anything else done here? It's down to Gloxy, and yes, he does find Gloxy, but Def is right there as well, and he won't find Def. Underestimated. They win the pistol. They have 2 pistols now, and only 3 rounds away from winning this map.
Yeah, and Elevate is going to be defending. Well, Troop does, in fact, buy up. But defending this 14th round otherwise with pistols. And they are not taking their time. Taking a mid, taking Cafe, moving towards a wide open B bomb site. Elevate is Gamble stacked A with nothing but pistols. Chelly flashing in case there's an eco round shotgun there at the end of B long. Now Rap with an XD45 is not much of a headshot risk.
Oh my gosh,
But
Agonized.
Agonized is.
Okay, all right. Taking down the underestimated players. The underestimated will get a bomb plant down, so should be easy enough for them to maintain this round. But the MR96 could be damage inducing, and Carson does find one. They'll take down all the rest of the players here, and Troop does have an M4, but he won't get the kill. Carson with the 3K closes it out, and 2 rounds away for underestimated. I thought this would be 13-11, and it seems like it might even be 13-3.
I expected a close game. I called underestimated the favorites to win, but I think Elevate is very capable of winning, and I think it would be close either way, but absolutely, this is a stomp, Mark. Underestimated is running away with this game. Troop doesn't even have a rifle. Another broken buy from Elevate. Poor communication. That flash will slow this rush down, certainly. Look, underestimated still coming.
Yeah, you can see here, underestimated finally making their inroads, and they've made it in successfully here. Annoy and Agonize, though, they will try and stop them as quick as they can, and Annoy tries to do some more damage. Troop, though, left with his MR96. Can he pull off what Rap has been doing? Doesn't look likely. The bomb should get planted, but they want to clear out the bomb site completely before anything happens, and they know that there's a lot of players around. Isaac will be there. The flash actually does stop him. Let's take down Def, but he will get taken out by Arm. Underestimated, just 1 round away from winning this one out. And yeah, this is been pure domination from Underestimated.
Map point in a best of 1. That means if Underestimated wins any one of the next 10 rounds, they move into the finals, sending Elevate the consolidation bracket to play a best of 3 against Xenocide.
Yeah, and I would love to see the scoreboard from, the kill death ratio. I think it's pretty heavily stacked and underestimates there. Yeah, Chelly, Gloxy, look at all those kills. 18, 15, 14. They're just working together, synergistic right now, and underestimated. Well, they already found a first kill on the Isaac. Troop is going to try and slow them down with the smoke grenades, but in fact, don't the smoke grenades allow them to get on the bomb site a little bit easier, I would think. 5 versus 4 is underestimated, makes their way on over towards B. Finally, Gloxy does take down Annoy, and they are taking damage, but Agonize actually finds 2. The nades going to come in, fly past Agonized, and I mean, he is going to get some damage done, but not the kill, as Arm shuts him out. In a 3 versus 2 now, as Troop eats a flash, sitting inside the smoke, and the bomb will get planted. Now, Troop, I'm not sure if he's fully aware, but Arm and Chelly are both very low, and so Def really has to hold on to it. Chelly finds 1, and it's just down to Troop to keep underestimated in this game. It's very doable, as Arm is so low, but Def, full HP on the other side of it, and he'll shut them out. Underestimated, 13-3. They shut out Elevate, and Elevate will meet Xenocide in that lower bracket finals. I did not think we'd be seeing Underestimated so dominant here.
Absolutely cruising to victory, a complete stomp against Elevate. Just completely dominant play from Underestimated. Totally unexpected, but congratulations moving into the final tournament tomorrow. They'll play the winner of the consolidation final that is later today, which will now be Xenocide versus Elevate.
Yeah, and Xenocide versus Elevate, we've seen that many a time before, right? It's a typical matchup, and even if the players change, the roster, the rosters might change. The teams are themselves, very recognizable in the Critical Ops North America scene. So now, underestimated 2 wins, 1 loss on Grounded. Elevate are 8 wins, 10 losses on Grounded. So they tag another loss to Elevate on the map of Grounded, and just like that, underestimated move to the grand finals here for the final tournament, Season 5 for North America. So very exciting things. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for us for this stream. We do have a giveaway. So if you want to put your player ID in the chat, please do. And we'll have some folks be, reaching out to you to give you some cases, I believe. But that's it for this stream. We do have another stream coming up. That is that best of 3 finals that we keep talking about, right? The Elevate versus Xenocide. We're just going to take a quick break. We need to allow the players to send in their recordings, all the verification stuff to make sure there's no, cheating going on or anything like that. And to give the players a little bit of a break, right? And to give us a little bit of a break. So we'll see you back shortly, I believe at about 8 p.m. Eastern time. Don't quote me on that, but that's kind of what we're thinking, I believe, when the players get ready. And so we'll see you back after a little bit of a break. Go for a walk, go do whatever homework you need to do, maybe take a nap or eat a meal or something like that. But we appreciate you for tuning in, everybody. Please put your player ID in the chat for the giveaway once again. And Warren, do you want to say anything before we see him back in a couple of hours?
Yeah, make sure you come back. Can't wait to see you. Xenocide versus Elevate is a real North American classic, and it's going to be a good time.
Awesome. See you in a few hours, everybody, and enjoy the break. Put the brakes on the